Hey, Melly.
Hi, I am live, so I'm trying it again from me page. So let me see if I'm able to add you and Judge.
All right, good.
So I'm live now on my page.
Good.
So we have been trying this live from 3 different pages. We were first on Judge page, but for some reason my account is not getting added to this page. They said I needed to update my Facebook account. I went and I updated it, but I'm still not being able to get. I'm still not getting added to it's saying slow connections. Let me see if I have on the Wi-Fi here. All right, let me take. I don't know what's happening with my page. So we're trying this live again from my page. For those of you who's joining, good morning. Let me try Judge Shishi now, because we wanted to have a conversation about what's happening, about different thing, about a few things. Judge, I just started live now, so please try and see if you all are able to. Good. So we're trying this thing from all 3 pages. So like I said, for those of you who are now joining, we have been, myself and Simona Brooms and Judge, and so we were trying to go live. So we started first on Judge page. We tried Simona page, my page. I don't know why Facebook is not allowing us to join each other or to bring each other up on the live. So we are now trying to do this live from my page. Yeah, I know I'm still in bed and I haven't been live in a while. But good morning. Thanks for joining. I want to talk to you guys about a number of things. I really haven't. Audio and video is clear. Hi, Brian Max. Good morning. Video and I want to talk to you about a number of things. I haven't really been active very much for the longest while via Facebook messengers. So which means I really haven't been checking my messages on Facebook a lot lately, because I did tell you guys from last year after elections I was gonna go kind of like on a semi break or a break, whichever one. Simona Brooms, I don't see a request to add you. Let me see if I can send a request. Somebody tag Brooms. Let me see if I can add her. Okay. Ask on her if they accept it. Good. I'm adding her. Let me see if I get her. Let me see if this is Judge that sent me a request. So I'm adding her. It's saying adding. Happy New Year, Brian Max. Happy New Year, everybody. This is my this is my first live for the year. Yes, it is. So this is my first live for the year. Happy New Year. So Simone, you're on.
I'm in. Okay.
So maybe I don't understand how you guys weren't getting to add me.
I don't know.
Let me see if Judge sent me a request. I don't see one from her. From Judge yet. She's probably
Let's
gonna
send
come
Judge
in.
one now.
Huh?
You could send Judge one.
She gotta be on the live though. I don't.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, see Judge on the live. Okay.
I ain't see Judge on the live yet. I just called her though before I come live. Oh yeah, forget she's gonna be coming on from Judge Shishi here.
Some Judge here or something.
Yeah. I'm looking for it. Y'all talk Judge, not Judge Shishi, Judge Shishi here. Okay,
Listen.
I see Judge Shishi is watching, but I ain't see the here. I don't unless you're coming in.
Well, maybe judges go through the Judge. Listen, Judge Plenty.
CT. I see
Judge
her here.
Plenty.
Saw the request from her.
Oh, there's a request in. Finally.
Is you phone sabotaging all the way? Is you phone doing that?
I don't know.
It's you.
Is you?
It's not me.
It's you, it's who. You can blame it when it's cold.
It's
Because we
you.
try my page, we try Judge, and I was getting into Judge quite fine.
Mm-hmm.
So
I let
Judge,
them in
what is
bed.
happening? Melissa, what's going on on your end?
Well, I'm just
Are
watching that the market people are now complaining. Um, there's a live going on right now with the market people. Them,
no, you're not. You're kidding. What are you complaining about?
I think it's border market.
Complaining
They're
about
Um,
what?
dismantling some of the stuff.
This song. But Judge, and again, I'm going to put this out there. A lot of people, it's okay to disagree. You fix problems on your ballot paper, people. Never forget it. That's the moment, and that is the time, that is your power. Listen, that is such a moment in your life. The problem with the vendors in Guyana, listen, from big market to border market to Regent Street to right through. This is a
mhm.
fundamental problem. And you know what? The other day I was out there. I did a statement asking prayer for your policy. But when prayer go around these markets, I don't know what frame of mind people in. They be laughing and celebrating and some selfie and prayer go live. And listen, if you go there in person, Judge and Melissa, see the ring fence in the Prius wall at Stabrook Market. And I'm for development, people, let me tell you that. And when you look at the Prius wall and then the Prius space where they're gonna have bench and DJs could go and play music. I don't know how relevant is that than the bread and butter of people. And how these people chuck up around on all these buses. You know that all these people gotta move because they're breathing into each other. It is a disaster. All right? It's a disaster out there, what is happening there with vendors. And Melissa, it's just because of timings, because I would have gone live even to show in Manhattan, for example, in New York, in the heart of everything, how they are making space in New York City to facilitate vending and how they're doing it up nicely and all of that. That whole place that Priya got there, she wall and she apartment. I have not seen Priya got there relax yet with your children in that nice environment that she spoke about. Come up with some policy, some initiative. You have this space, how you gonna, and the government must build these things or put a standard and people pay. Now it's still nasty garbage, but really upgrade vending with clear policy rules and everything guided. Listen, you break the rule, you're out. All these health hazards and all of that. So Judge, I'm telling you, I was at the market before election a lot, before elections, during the elections, and all of that. And the same people, a lot of them out there. The time Judge, I got a particular lady, she was there, even wanted to pay me a vendor. I said, you can't pay me. What's wrong with you? You know? No, but you're so nice. You help me so much. You're fighting so much for us. I said, no, who's selling water? She bring her water. I said, no, I can buy my water. I drink Banks CIH water. And I'm not advertising Banks product, but this is true. And then 60 seconds by time in election, oh, me want to get catching no picture. I this a day miss it. Miss the point. And the government will not stop Melissa and Judge and everybody. You're going to run out there from now till next year. Oh, look what you're doing to poor people. Look what you're doing to poor people until poor people stand up and say, what you're doing to me is wrong, and I will not take it. And you have leadership that is responsible to guide them out of that path. I'm afraid to say. I'm afraid to say. Because the posture of the government with certain vendors different from with the posture in a different area. People, please don't call me this morning. You understand? And I just want to add that, but let me hear what Melissa and Judge got to say to that.
No, but Judge, you want to go?
You go.
No, but adding to what you said, not just about people being willing to, because Simone, I know you really don't like you to talk straight up and stuff, but you know I don't able to talk on this internet and don't call name. Cause I don't really like talk name nuff.
Since when?
Don't you hear that?
Hey, me go test you. Me go test you wrong. Use a
But,
grandmother.
but hear what I'm saying. But hear what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying, right? I see and let me just say this because people have always been of this um notion or this belief that somehow that I'm rallying for a particular party, I'm rallying for this person and this thing.
My call them
But
if you can go, brother. You know, it's the second. Don't
all
jump
right,
out because
people have
don't
always been
check.
of the notions that
Good.
I'm in support of the Mohammed, even though I've made it clear on numerous occasions. I during the election, many of you may know, I have supported all the small party. I post everything for Manza, I post to Simona Brooms, I post for
Not everything for
um
me. Two things.
I post for
Right?
Mohammed, I share because I wanted people to vote for anybody other than the PPP. I didn't care who y'all come out and vote for. Y'all just vote for anybody other than the people because I wanted the government removed not only for personal reasons but for every other things that I have been exposing for the last 5 years. So when I see people like Ganesh Mahipal or Mani, I'm always butchering somebody's name. When I see people like Ganesh Mahipal make statements saying, "Oh, when people are now calling them out, not just people, but their own PNC people are not calling them out and saying things like, what have y'all been doing for the last 5 years? Because here comes Mohammed exposing all these buildings and these things." And I saying to Simone, yeah, but Simona, it's not the same building what I post 3 years ago. Me talk
Mm-hmm.
about Simona owning that gas station 2 years ago when she first got it. Me produce so much documents on the Ministry of Agriculture and the houses and all these things 3 years ago. Me and
Mm-hmm.
talk about Indar dominated the oil and field and the oil and gas thing years ago. I in talk about who else? I talk about Ejil giving. I see people all them from Linden and this place are so lined up now by local government about being promised contracts and them. I call out Ejil about Ejil promising these young ladies contract. They got to go to dinner with you. They got to do this. They got to sleep with him. I spoke on that. I spoke on Susan. I literally spoke on. Not only did I speak on these things, I produced evidence. I had paper. I had the paper trail. I had all these things. And I have been saying these things for the last 5 years. So when I hear people like Ganesh Manipal say, oh, Mohammed is only speaking on these things now, and these things are only coming to light because Mohammed know where he was in bed with these people. Yes, he was. That's a given fact. We can talk truth. Yes, he was the friend. They were body friends, and he is only highlighting these things. And he has because these things are we said because he knows how to go about getting these evidence and these paperwork. What is my where was where's his name? Ganesh Mahipal for the last 5 years when I was producing these very same evidence, these very same housing, these very same things that the Mohammeds are now bringing to light and talking about. What is he talking about? I was doing this for the last 5 years. The opposition have never once took anything I post on my page and do a little investigation, running it, housing, scam I talk about, all these things I talk about. Nobody in the opposition for the APNU coalition at any point in time speak on anything that I was bringing to light. None of them. So how could you come on this internet and say now, oh, Mohammed doing this because he know where the bodies are buried? I've been showing you where the bodies been buried for the last 5 years. We are doing.
Well, me just saw you touch.
We are doing with the information that I have been producing and giving to y'all APNU coalition for the last 5 years. What have y'all been doing with all this information? These very same information that the Mohammeds are now bringing to light, and it's just that they're putting it in videos because they have the resources and have these things to do videos and all of that. But it's the very same information with the very same paper trail. I have been literally spoon feeding the opposition, the APNU coalition opposition, for the last 5 years. I have been carrying the opposition on my back for the last 5 years. That is when I said I am tired. I am tired of fighting a battle alone, and I needed to pull back and so. And
But
anybody in this comment section who has been following me for the last 5 years could tell me if I'm lying.
but
Everything that the
Melissa,
Mormons are producing now, these houses, agriculture minister houses, I even produced checked where the agriculture minister's son said that he sell it, he get a goal, he get this drudge in the bush, and he making all this money from selling gold. I even produced a fake check, and that is, well, it's not a fake check, it's a real check that was given to him by Thomas Jacques Mohan for $25 million, saying that he sold gold to him, when in actuality he didn't even own a drudge or nothing working in a no mining land for sell no gold worth $25 million. And I
Melissa,
produced that evidence that was given to me from an inside source that said, Melly Mel, this is what agriculture minister and his son plan to do. The plan to say that they're getting all these riches and so from gold mining. And I produced the evidence, I produced this check. But you know what? The APNU coalition opposition were lazy. The last set of parliamentarians that the APNU, let me don't say this. They said that is currently, let me don't say this said that is currently in, because I like this Terence Campbell and Saiku and this and Todd. I like this set of parliamentarian. Soon they got in, they started doing the work. If the APNU coalition was doing what this set of politicians that they put in now have been doing for the last 5 years, we would have not have been in this position, and they would not have been in this position with the Mohammeds. With the Mohammeds, I mean, the Mohammeds would have run and they would have gotten a couple of seats and so, yeah. But the APNU coalition wouldn't have been in the position that they were. People felt as though they were neglected and they weren't doing nothing. And I've been saying to them, how can Ganesh Mahipal come out and say, oh, Mohammed is the PP friend, like this, y'all excuse? Mohammed is the PP friend, so you know where the bodies are buried? Yes, he does. He know where the bodies are buried because he used to be in bed with them. Yes, he was in bed with them. They used to do this. But y'all can't honestly say that y'all didn't know that these things existed, that these mansions and these things existed. But the truth of the matter is, very much of them that was sitting in parliament, that Norton put in parliament, that was sitting in parliament, are compromised and were compromised.
all right.
So they couldn't come out and talk about the corruption. They couldn't follow up on anything that I was saying. They couldn't follow up. I spoke about Priya giving one particular company, this Mohammed company, printing books. I produced the evidence. I gave them a thing. I literally spoon feed the last opposition, the APNU coalition last opposition. I literally spoon feed them all the corruption with evidence. I didn't produce anything. I didn't assume. I didn't make no assumption. I produced all these things with paperwork, with evidence. You know, no, I'll tell you something. You know, guess for the last 5 years, while I was making all these revelations and producing all these evidence and paperwork about corruption, guess how much member of the APNU coalition ever reached out to me and said, Melly, I see you post something about this corruption at prayer ministry with the engineer, or this corruption about her giving her friends these one Priya used to give one particular company for Prendy's book from Trinidad, who is your friend, who I give the backstory. If you go and dig, all those things are public knowledge. The paperwork are there. All you have to do as opposition, as member of parliament, is go and dig Guyana Guyana, get the paperwork, make the connection, and it was so easy for them to prove every single thing given on what I was given to them. What was happening? None of them did no work. None of them, not one day ever call us, Melly. Please send me this paper, this document what I see a post. Let me follow up on let me follow up on this thing I see a post about this corruption I see a post about the Ministry of Education. Let me follow up about this thing we post on housing. Let me follow up about this thing. None of them
Right?
have ever reached out to me, ever messaged me for say I see you bring this thing. Let me go as a member of parliament. Let me do the work and go and follow
Melissa.
up.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Melissa, whole
mm,
beautiful. You put a problem in and you put some solutions. I want to hear Judge 1 minute thing. I want to hear Judge come in and come back to you. I like the topic, so you could name this life, talk the truth, come to whatever. Don't chink, let me come full. Judge, let me hear you, please.
Why you stop Melly Mel?
No, because I want to hear you
no,
before she go on, because
she,
she's
she
saying a
wants
lot
to
of
wants
things.
to hear from
I
you.
want you miss certain key things. You understand?
But I'm following it up. That's what I'm doing. I'm listening because I
Good.
listen because a lot of things. Remember, a lot of things Melly just post from there can't keep up. So I listening. I listening. But
No,
no,
but
she
I'm
right.
saying
But she know she
I
right when
have
she
been
said that
I
they
have been
weren't.
doing this.
Yeah, she right when she said that there wasn't even pinching because they think that they're more bigger than anybody else. So they're not time to reach out to nobody to say, hey, this is what's going on, or can you feed me more little information? Because remember, some things that we will get, they wouldn't get it.
They won't
Some
get it.
some things will come to our phone, they wouldn't get it because number one, when they go into position, you can't even get them. They stop answer the phone, the WhatsApp suddenly stop work, the messenger suddenly stop work. So Melly Mel absolutely right. She right.
Good. But
The going on to
Melissa,
do the dress up, like somebody rightfully said, the dress up, the going parliament, and the authors on this live. Send a request to join, man. The all the do the dress up, the going parliament with a fancy suit, and
but Melissa, I want to give you all your flowers. That's why I asked you, because I want you to touch
mhm.
on a point before we go, because this live is going to go long. When you mention about putting information out there, not even the public and the media and those so-called compromised persons, some of them that was in that National Assembly was paying attention. Hold me. The same information. Mohammed, where there's a video he put it out in, people didn't want to hear you like what they want to hear Mohammed. So Mohammed is not a person going to dig up no information and come when I see by Max Halim but do so much of this and that and that and that. So let me give you some flowers right there on that note. Right there on that note.
Yeah, that's true. That's true because
Mohammed had to go and look for
she been
nothing, Melissa
yeah, she
Atwell.
been putting those information out all the time. So
Those
it's just a copy and
information,
paste situation.
those information is just to rework it and make it look relevant, because and the media will pick it up. If you did go back and rework the same information, they didn't run in and tell it out there like that either. But because now the media will say, well, it's coming from a member of parliament, or they're waiting the person who's supposed to be the leader of the opposition, maybe carry weights or some level of relevance. I want to, on that note, give you Melissa Atwell. Don't you dare tell me, no, Mohammed doing the work. But doing the work long before the work is being done. On that note, can you talk the truth? Two, you see them same parliamentarian, I could call them, from Natasha, be it Amanza, be it Tabitha. I reach out, you and they reach out to you. I reach out to enough of them. All of them, got every one of them. Hey, I see this, I see the one time when Tabitha tell me, oh, it's truth, but thanks for calling. But the matter way it said the PUP doing now everybody come with a relevance. So we were not, and we were right to say, we were not represented well because they were compromised. How you
They
got
won't come
voice
from
now? How
Simona
could you
Broom.
pick it now? Hey, now hold me. Now with the situation worse with the people with 36. You so bold and you so vocal. But at that time, when people vote, 7,000 people, you sit down there and you
All of
pull
a
your
sudden, when
tongue
people
in, you sell your
exact
duty free, some of you, palaver yourself and then run out there some big fancy speech. And when the parliament finished, you know what they do to the same people who went suffering? They cross the floor, what's your name, farmer party, and a couple of them, they cross a floor, and some of them, they step back. Eh? You're hearing anything but crime from Geeta and all of that. So, Melissa, you're right. So, with us going forward, I just want to put my agreement and I just want to bring it out there a little more straight and a
and let me
little
just
more
say
big.
this. I see the PNC people them coming on the hay because y'all don't listen. Y'all always coming to defend this, and I'm just going to say this. This is not an attack on the APNU coalition, right? I am speaking about former member of parliament because let me tell you something. When I say that a lot of those member of parliament that was sitting in parliament for the last 5 years were compromised, y'all know how I stay. I ain't talking with what in my mouth. I could tell you all of them who ain't selling the duty free
Evidence is out there.
who is selling the duty-free concession to members of the PPP, them and the PP like this, them and the PP businessmen, them, they're selling listen, I ain't talking what, I'm telling y'all what I know, but it's only because at that
We
point
going
in time,
forward.
you can't attack the APNU coalition because you're still hoping that they would give some little ounce of representation for the
Yeah,
people that voted and put them there.
absolutely.
So that's
Absolutely.
why I never. That is why I never put out certain things about some of them. But every single one, I could
Because
tell you every one of them what it compromise in there, including Mesh
Okay.
Ganipal will come out here already. But oh, Mohammed's nowhere the body I'm buried.
absolutely.
I've been spoon feeding y'all. I've been walking y'all. It's like a bird throwing breadcrumbs and walking y'all and giving y'all with the body and with the crumbs buried. Y'all did
Well,
nothing with it.
so
Nothing. Y'all sit down in
Melly,
parliament, collect y'all parliamentarian salary for the last 5 years, and did nothing for the people that voted and put y'all there.
Melly, stop there
So
now.
y'all
Let's
don't
go
come on this
forward.
internet and type stupidness and
Don't
tell
bother.
nobody
No,
stupidness.
don't bother with them because the evidence show they cross the floor. So they cross floor and they do different things. So you don't have to prove a point to say um whether. So what happened? Time showed why they were not and where they were compromised. It all come clear because you see with an election, nobody can hide, you can't change, you got to come forward. But with that said, we hear now, and today's the third,
And
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 Judge,
and we could say, yeah, and Simon Brooks, I agreed where you say, oh, I was doing it for thing. All Mohammed is doing now is picking up these information, putting it on video, and nice it up and say. But all I could say is the APNU coalition could have done the same thing. They didn't do it. The Mohammeds now are coming and do it. And look how we making because now he have y'all own PNC people questioning now. Did this man just come 3 months and doing all of this? What y'all been doing all the time with these information? Y'all just turning the black, y'all ain't doing nothing. And we could say, yes, he doing it because we could give all kind of reason, yes, he doing it because he and them fighting. Y'all could come up with whatever excuse as the APNU coalition, as the opposition as the last opposition leader and whatever. Y'all could come up with whatever excuse y'all want to come up with as to why he is so successful in what he is doing now as the opposition. Y'all could come up with whatever excuse y'all want to come up with, but it still don't stop y'all from
Melissa,
looking bad or making
Melissa,
y'all own people feel now that y'all were compromised because y'all weren't doing these things.
Melissa,
We could come up with a
again,
million and one excuse. We could talk what we want
Melissa,
about the moment and say what we want is criminals. They're gonna go to jail. They're gonna be extradited, which is likely. They're gonna spend time in jail. All of that is a possibility. All that is a fact. All of that is facts.
Melissa,
But it still does
Melissa,
not take away from what they're doing and the fact that they are now making your last members of parliament proving my point that they were compromised. The man making they look bad. Can we
but
y'all do with the
Melissa,
information what I've been producing for y'all?
Melissa, let us take it to and you're right from here because I don't want Guyanese people. I don't run with optics. I come with a lot of. I want us all to be solid. Now you have new parliamentarians, and I want to make this point.
Mhm.
Coming up with information, going out there and work. and even supporters of everybody and non-supporters. When you see to put some things out there, people are not running with it and make it seems like it's nothing solid. And so we have to understand that level of dynamics that is taking place there
Well,
too.
that is social commentary. That
Right?
is social commentary.
But
That
hold
is
me now.
saying, Miss Brooms, with the utmost respect, that we, the Guyanese people, don't want to even hear from you guys no more because we feel let down. You
Well,
yourself
listen,
said you have
Otto,
to
but let me
listen to
finish
what
now.
you're saying.
But
That is
Otto,
social commentary. I am saying, with utmost respect and thing, that is social commentary. You know, I'm listening to you, Miss Brooms,
no, I finish.
and I and you know certain things. If you think Melly Mel got dirt, I got dirt. And if you think I used to do damage, I used to try to kick them in the ass to do better. But they're going to be watching here, they're going to talk in a whole lot of things. Let's say the truth. The
But
fact that they
Otto,
were flipped, listen, the fact they were flipped to a third strain is exactly what the people are thinking. If they don't change that type of nonsense and this type of rhetoric, we will go nowhere. The truth remains.
but
If
Otto,
look at
it's
this,
the truth
if
I'm
they're
speaking.
doing the
No, no, no.
same
You
thing,
cut me, Otto. No, Otto. No, Otto. Hold me a little bit. You will have your time to talk about your commentary.
no, I really got time.
Well,
But
hold me now because
just give
I
me
was in
2
the
minutes. Give me
middle.
2 minutes. Give me two
Yeah,
minutes because I would like to refute every single thing you're saying with the utmost respect.
well, if I
Because
finish, you can't refute,
reality,
but refute.
reality has to tell you all the thing that you're saying is not right. We, the Guyanese people, don't feel like that. You don't get to share the narrative and do that thing. We are saying now, this is the kind of activism that we needed to see. They dumbed it down and they did it however they did it to no avail. The truth has to think. So from here, we have to work from here going forward. We always back in this thing. Melly Mel is absolutely correct. And the rest
So
of
what is it
Guyana
you really
is with
refuting? But
Melly
what
Mel.
hold me now,
You
Otto?
were trying to say,
Otto,
since you can
hold
take
me.
me on,
No,
here's
no,
what
no.
you're
No,
saying. Let me
listen,
repeat
because
what you're
what
saying.
is it you're refuting? Tell me
You're
what I'm saying.
saying, you just said that the PNC and them was doing the same thing, and this thing is
I
not
never
a new
said that.
thing.
I never said that. I said now you have
What
some new
nonsense.
parliamentarian. Hold me. No, 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 Otto. No, no, no. You have to listen. And
All
Melly
right.
and Judge, and you have viewers. You didn't allow me to speak because you're
Okay.
assuming what I'm saying. I am
Okay, Ms.
All right.
saying
Brooms.
that
Let her
All
say
right,
saying,
Otto.
Ms.
Yes.
Broom.
I am saying, Otto, everything
Yes,
that
ma'am.
Melly Mel is saying is truth. I've
Yeah.
given Melly Mel her flowers.
Okay.
I'm saying all what is done is done. From
Okay.
here forward,
Uh-huh.
what are we going to do? Now you
Well,
got
I'm
the
with you with
same
that.
members of parliament
Uh-huh.
coming out and when to do the work. How would it be supported and how do we get the dynamics billing? Because it must
Okay.
go straight across.
Right.
Everybody in the National
Okay.
Assembly right now got to lift the bar. And when you talk about commentary,
Yeah.
I am
Right.
not going back to justify anything. But what I'm
Right.
saying, I have agreed and I've added that everything is truth. But we
Absolutely.
can't be stuck in the past. We have to
Absolutely.
hold this set that is here now. This is a new politics. You talk about AP and you come into number 3. This is a new season. And so I'm agreeing, but I was putting forward now, I was going to put a question.
Okay.
How do we, because Melly put facts, it didn't pop out there. How do we now? We got Mohammed's going to come out and he can do his thing. How do
Right.
we also, when the other members of parliament, when they come out with information, how do they get the attention? Because this is something that is very, very, very critical.
Easy.
Please.
Easy.
And so that's the point. So I
Have
don't
one
know.
voice. Come together. Even now, what they're doing, have one voice. Don't, because the PNC is still trying to seem different and they are now competing back for their space. Right now, they shouldn't. What they should have is one voice. When Mohammed come out and he says this, stand up with Mohammed. When they come out and they says this, the Mohammed should stand up with them. Let the Guyanese people now get on board with a unified front or the understanding of a unified front. That's the only way. No, you see, when when they try to undermine each other because the PNCs do some stuff to win, and winners do some slick stuff to the other one. We ain't getting nowhere because we, the Guyanese people watching this, we big and we got sense and we fed up of this nonsense.
Well,
Understand
yes,
this. It is easy. The one thing y'all frightened is to
who
get
y'all?
together. Not you,
Who
not you. We
y'all?
ain't talk. Now you know I love
That's
you.
Simona, because I can vouch for
No,
Simona
no,
that
no,
she
no,
have
no, no,
been
not see. I
trying.
can vouch for her.
Otto,
I
I'm
can
not
vouch for her.
attacking. I'm not attacking, but I'm on the live and I'm in a public space.
Okay, Baba.
And I'm going to
All right.
hold it crips. So just like how you talk PNC, don't say y'all because
Oh
I
yeah,
am in the
all right, Baba.
ALP.
Don't
All right,
include she.
Hold
She
me,
have
all
been
right,
trying.
all right. But here's what I'm telling
hold
But
me.
you.
Let
but
me
but
draw
but
some things
but
for
but
you.
what
Mm.
But
what
let me
want to
tell
ask
you,
something?
when also
All right.
PNC, go judge. Y'all just don't only, and I like when you try to come wrong in a way and say that when Thomas start unity.
Yes.
If we gonna go
Yeah.
back with this whole elections, when
Mm.
still taking its own position, when position that they took before the election, in my opinion, is one that I'm seeing right now.
I put the legs on win now. Win.
Right?
You hear Miss
Because
Broom
when
sir?
say we will
You gotta
only work,
change
hold
because you
me,
can't do Q
we
alone.
hold me, when say we will only work with
But
people
who
in the
is
best
willing?
interest
Look
of
now,
Guyana.
who is willing to make the first move? When
Hold me.
everybody,
Right,
Melly,
who is
don't go
right.
willing to
there.
make the first move?
Melly, don't
When
go there. You know what
everybody in
Terrence
each and
Campbell.
every part, we get people in Win, we get people in APNU, we get people in CIM, we get people in party. When
Okay.
everybody got this big
Yeah.
ego, nobody want to go to nobody.
Right.
Oh, this
No,
body
no,
that
no,
said
Melly,
about
that's not
me,
true.
the body that said
Melly,
about me, I ain't
Melly,
like the one.
Melly,
It's a set
it
of
got worse.
it's
But
a
Melly,
set of
that's not
egos.
true. Melly, that is true to some extent, but let me put it in the context because I can tell you what no. And all this, what is happening, the people, based on what Otto's saying, I want to pay attention. Is they got to kill and destroy the egos. Hold me. When the elections finish, I was called by Terrence Campbell, and I'm no advocate for Terrence, with AFC, with Win with everybody. Win don't come to the table. Number one, it's the first thing. He is too big as a leader for come. He got to send somebody. Yeah, put the truth if you haven't talked truth, man. Come out from Facebook and talk truth. He can send if all the
I
leaders
hope they're
come meet. Why
listening.
you can't
I
swallow
hope
the
they're
stick and come
listening.
meet?
I know
If
they're
all the
listening.
leaders hold me, if all the leaders could come to meet, me why I hear nothing but before election will pass. I talking but no.
But
You
no.
can hear why telling y'all straight on this Facebook. If they can call an AFC leader could meet, Terrence Campbell leading the parliament. I can meet with him.
Good.
And we can have a meeting. Win must come. Win if you could come and plus you could bring in General Secretary or Prime Ministerial. But you got to show up to the flipping table. Excuse my language this morning. Let me get it straight. So
Right.
don't be
This is what I
nothing
want.
young but who's slick and slack. And the reason why people don't like unity and Otto, this is politics now. Unity kills competition.
What?
And the reason why a lot of people, because you know why, like there's a competition. On that note, I'm gonna stop for a minute and give way to Judge. On that note, me, still even in this minute and with everything that is going on, it ain't got nothing, and the only body that has ever reached out to the ALP, has ever reached out to the ALP, there's the entire world here, about anything ALP UN in Parliament, we got bill, what we have that we could help to push on a motion or anything, was the APNU through Terrence Campbell. And we met several times, including, and he called the AFC to the same table with me and asked the AFC the same thing. And the leader of the AFC, who is now there, which is David Patterson, and me on several occasions. What is about bill and sharing and information? I'm not going to take a side, but I'm not going to say that you don't have people who are trying to foster what is real unity. So when
All
you see
right.
me out there, it's they call and
So
talking
win
about
party
unity.
over to y'all.
So
Over to
it
y'all
is
because
now
I can't do it y'all
something that is
alone.
starting, and it is to
Anybody
build up.
from Win Party, any member of Parliament, any attack somebody
I
from
can come
Win
off.
Party,
I
any
can come off. Let somebody from win party come and let me hear y'all position
No,
on
when I
unifying.
want anybody I can hear from, let me hear from as it is not a power. Don't accept
As
any
they
member
come
of
out,
well,
parliament.
as
Simona
they
Brooms, I agree with you.
Uh,
I
good.
agree with what you
Everybody
are
in Guyana
saying.
agree
I
now.
agree with you.
Win, you're doing a good job, but you gotta come together. We the
Hannah,
Guyanese people is
somebody tag
stupid.
is what Hannah.
You
Somebody
guys
tag
have enough
Hannah.
day.
She's the what? She's the communication person or so for the
All
Win
right,
Party.
Mel.
We
Bye
want to
Hannah
bye.
be
talk.
the leader. Talk
Bye
Terrence
bye.
Campbell too.
Bye bye.
Talk
Tag Terrence,
David
somebody, yeah,
Patterson.
tag Terrence Campbell.
Because anytime you're gonna bring the politicians, bring all of them. Bring David, bring
Bring all of
Terrence,
them. Bring all
Bring
of
bring
them,
all
Terrence.
of
man.
them.
Tag Amanza too.
Tell them Atua know why they're doing good, but they want to come together and they can't do it them alone. What's with the pride? We see what's going on in this world. We need to come together and get things straight. What nonsense. I'm at work today and I have to come straighten these people.
You know,
Huh?
Melly. Good
But
George.
Ato, the big
Yeah.
problem they have out there is
Mm.
that nobody can come together to actually say let we work together. And then on the other note, that the leaders are spreading, there's a different energy they're spreading among
Right.
the population. So
This is
everyone eating upon each other.
this is why we the people, the onus is on us to let them know our minds. They gotta come to us. You see the problem? I told the PNC. When you're done with all your stupidness, you still have to come to the big people who got sense, and then you might not be in a favorable position. So said, so done. Now, win. Understand this. We, the Guyanese, understand the dynamics. One of the most popular misconceptions is that the common man don't understand, and we are not having it anymore. And we are pissed. It is time you guys lower your nonsense and come together. We want to see you fighting a fight, but oh, he this, he that. Come together. What's wrong? You're doing everything right, but coming together. And we're seeing his
On the
egos.
but Hato, on the same note
It's
there, remember
definitely
there's a lot
egos.
of people
Listen,
from
it is definitely egos. It is definitely egos. It is definitely
The
egos.
whole Guyana
Because
saying, yeah, I got
me
too much
myself,
ego.
I
Mm.
have personally tried to reach out and try to organize something behind the scene because I understand that one political party, whether it be the APNU coalition win, whether it be ALP, whether it be
Can't do it.
moving for Ghana, cannot do it alone. It will not work. It will
Everybody
not
agree
happen.
on that,
These people
except the
have
leaders.
unlimited resources at their disposal. One
yep,
Absolutely.
party can't do it.
yep,
Can't do it.
and the buying the guy people left, right, and center.
Yes,
Right?
And look now, the buying your favorite influencer. They get
Ooh.
them coming
Yeah.
on this internet and
Ooh,
nicing up
colonels.
everything and skinning the teeth.
Colonels.
They get Professor Moore come and get y'all two joke, kiki, and half of y'all on this live got internet gonna share it. And these are the same people that are
Yeah.
enabling and
Yeah.
supporting the party that are oppressing y'all, the
You know,
poor
see,
people. But
I
y'all
done with them
still
for real. I done
they're
with
gonna
them
collect
till
Marlon Jacob, they're gonna put him for through a party, then they're gonna collect who are the influencer the gone with. Well, just not Molan and Q-Man and got for go, cause they got cut a deal. Q-Man they want to go to jail, he got promote the PPP. There's the safest bet.
uh,
Hello, yeah, now don't make me what I tell you what gonna happen. That
this
is
it.
even more the
That is
safest bet.
it.
Start
That is
promoting
it.
the PP, they're gonna get half it with a
To the
little scam
leaders
thing.
of
So what
Guyana.
these people are doing,
To
these
the
people are buying over all y'all favorite influencers, these people that is on the internet, making y'all skin, y'all teeth and laugh. It's all skin, teeth and joke. But when you as an influencer with a large platform, you have a responsibility. And when your responsibility is
it's to
throwing a
yourself.
party and get the teacher and
Mm.
the teachers and the nurses and all these public services, the people who just come out and support you party. But then when the teachers strike or when the nurse strike or these people are teacher or nurses being victimized and these things, you don't coming out and talk about it, but you want these same people come out and support your
Yep.
party. No, you can't. What people say, you can't eat cane and blow whistle at the same time, or you can't suck
Yep.
cane and blow whistle at the same time.
Tell them,
No, you
Mel.
gotta pick your poison, and
Tell
you
them.
can't choose. You can't choose all these popular influencers and DJ and all them with the gut promoting them and upholding and enabling this government with the nonsense and that they're doing to people. You cannot ask we to come out and support y'all and come out to y'all party and get y'all we money when we die in the struggle and these people doing y'all kind of thing. Y'all can't come out here and talk for we.
Exactly.
And Melly,
Exactly.
Don't do it.
Judge touched on a
And look,
very
and it's ridiculous. And it's ridiculous that some of the very same people that some of them are me live here now too. What they're punishing again, what the government doing all kind of thing. Somebody just find out yourself in these same influencers party. You're promoting everything to do. You're supporting everything you do. But then these are the same influencers that promoting this government and these people that victimizing and oppressing y'all. Make it make sense.
Melissa, let me
But
add to
then y'all
you.
want Melly Mel come out here and talk about everything. Melly Mel tired man. Melly Mel was a whole opposition leader for the last 5 years. When you talk now, Melly Mel is the only person to talk. Melly Mel, I hear you say nothing about this. Melly Mel, we think about this. Melly Mel think that you're fucking tired. This is what Melly Mel think.
That is
But
it. You say I done with
Both
them
you
with
and
that.
Judge,
I done with them.
Melissa, both you and Judge, and them same people not gonna share your content because they're gonna say people gonna vex, but they're gonna share the same people, but they're gonna call you when they got problem. Judge, you touch on a
They're gonna share the people content.
fundamental.
No only though. No only though.
Judge,
All
hold
them
me.
all them fancy influencers and promoters, so the children going private school. The
Yes,
children wearing the
you're right.
best, the children doing the best because they're getting money from the government, they're doing the thing and so why are your children there? Are you children there in
Judge,
them school when you even get an AC? Kind of then even put an AC in them classroom. Them private school got lovely AC and so this is what their children going. Their children going to the best, their children eating the best, them children living the best life. Them children there ain't no feeding program. We're giving them stale banana and sour bread and China was sending them to the emergency room. Them children eating them kind of thing though. It's me.
um,
I don't talk because I want to come out here and talk. It's poor. Let's come out here and talk for.
but Melissa, I want to add to Judge what Judge said too, because Judge mentioned something. Judge said a lot of things happening,
Bye bye.
and
Gotta
then
go to work.
all right, Otto, we have to
Yeah,
go.
Love
to
you, Miss Bloom.
Judge, love you too,
Uh,
Otto. Judge
uh,
said that a lot of leaders deliberately, I put the word deliberately, misguiding the population and have one set of people hating on the next set. Now, that is very deliberate, and Judge, it is a fact that you're mentioning there. But I want to promise both of you and all the viewers in the entire land, once I'm wrong and I'm there, I will come to the public with nothing but the truth. So I can afford to come and they could come and say if I lie. If I say nobody never engage me, I engage everybody. I write the government and all for tell them for go and meet them with poverty. I send a letter on national interest, not to join a political party. And the only body that reached out is Terence Campbell through the APNU, and we met there with the AFC. And
You see?
I would want to, and David Patterson, but to come to me and to say that while you're not in the National Assembly, we know that you have value. We know there's a lot in you that Guyana needs, and I quote Terence Campbell. We know when it comes to the poor and poverty, we know the situation with women. We know you, Madam Brooms. How is there anything in law or anything that we're going to write and go to the parliament? We will meet and discuss at a round table, and we would want to have your input so that even if you're not in the National Assembly, at least we will take it to the National Assembly, and I respect that. I just give Jackie jacket because I know they don't give Simone she coat, but I got my size and my coat.
was somebody saying Honorable Simone Bruce, please support Win on the 6th. Did Win write a letter to say to her to
What
come
got
to
on
the
the
Did
six?
Wayne
table?
ask? Did Wayne
What
ask
got
for
on the
Simona
six?
support?
She asked,
What
you
got
see,
Did
on
you
the
Wayne
see,
six?
ask
this
for
is the
Simona
problem with
support?
some of them some of them just talk some trash out their mouth. Some of them
Did
just
Wayne?
talk some
Did Wayne?
trash.
Did Wayne write to Simona Brooms and ask for her
You don't got
support?
a right man that could text me. What got on the six?
I don't know what
So
they got on the 6th.
there's what Judge
Y'all just
talking
sit
about.
down.
Hate
Oh,
you
why
know.
she didn't call it? Why
Hate
she didn't
why
do
she
this?
didn't go in on some of them be
Y'all like
in
y'all
some
just
comment
run out your
section.
stink mouth
Thank
sometimes.
some of them in the comment section, Judge, and Melly are glad Judge because me getting to see comment. Oh, but this one Brooms and she believes she this. Why she don't want to join with people? How you know going on if your place? If
But
you
how
could
can
send a
you
damn
join?
message.
You think it's just so people just walk up and join party? There's a lot of logistics got to go on. There's a lot of paperwork. There's a lot of things got to go on behind the scene. You
But
think
we
it's just
got
so people just get up and join?
we got on
And
the
every minute
six.
somebody talk about when are you ready for come out and drum down the throat before you call for peace and unity and love? Are you don't do it, so don't come for tell leaders what they must do. Are you don't do it? Cause every minute are you cussing somebody on the internet?
No, I see.
Are you
Wait,
don't do
hold
it?
on. Hold on, I see some Latoya Washington say Win don't need our support. Well, if you feel Win don't need the support of the opposition, Win fighting a losing battle.
Very
You have to
losing
carry that
battle.
to the
Ada,
bank.
that's why it's because they
Win
felt
need
that same way.
everybody's support.
Ada,
Every
judge,
small party, everybody in
but
opposition,
judge,
Win need their support. If Win think
but
that they could do it by themselves,
You
then
go clean your
I wish
armpit.
Win all the best.
I'm gonna make some
I
calls
because
to
wish
you
them
later on
all the
today.
best.
no, judge, let me say this to now. It is because they need nobody, make we they in a worse position. It's 36. And all the opposition entire cannot compete in the National Assembly. And that's facts, it's not Blue saying. So that's how good a one-man army and it works and it runs. But I will not be bothered about that. It is a wonderful thing that the
I
party
don't play
don't need
victim.
for me. No, no, no. It's a wonderful thing that the party don't need brooms. That is not a problem. But hey, Guyana need you know they're right there for Guyana and Guyanese people. I don't have to be there for a particular party, but let's be there
All
for
y'all with the
country and
A,
by extension.
all y'all with the A talking, y'all show up at the court on the 6th. Leave y'all job and go there on the 6th. Don't tell Simone Brooms to go there to show support. All y'all with the talking, and you
Why you
go
going to
there
the
and
court for?
support. Y'all go there on the 6th. Don't talk about victimization. Y'all get up and come out and go out on the 6th. Cause enough I didn't go out and vote either. And I shouldn't come on here to tell people what they must do because all I know everything, but yet still enough I ain't come out and vote.
But
Y'all
Melly
in
and Judge,
vote. Somebody
Melly
never
and
get an
Judge,
ID card.
Melly and
So
Judge,
don't
we
even
just had
talk.
a little boy. Hold me. We just had a young man who stand up to oppression in the workplace with the Chinese people.
And the ID lock up right
Hold me.
now.
No, he get loose yesterday. Hold me, hold me. All these people coming and talk about mobilizing. I was
Mhm.
on live. How much of them share and even say free this buy? But everybody was paying attention. Listen, how Muhammad was arrested,
Loretta, I add you to the live. I don't know why you're not
right?
coming on. Loretta, I
How
saw you
It's
sent a
he
request.
was arrested. But let me tell
it's
y'all,
still showing
it is the
Otto
same.
there
It is the
on the live on
same.
the screen, Melly.
It is the same Simone Brooms, the same Melly Mel, the same judge all really talking. And you know what? By the time police get here, you thank God for that. At least I know we heading. He went to Bartica. They carry food fee. Make sure the people in Bartica
I see
people,
she comment.
Sean on them, pay bail and take you to the lockup and wait till his sister come from Linden. That young man is equally important as Brooms, Muhammad, and everybody. Y'all ain't talking about the young man. You think injustice is just taking place and victimization at that level? Like young man went in the lockup because a man who you see it make an allegation that you assault him and pay bail and got to go back to Bardiga for court.
There's enough of them only doing enough of them. This is what enough they're doing every day on the internet. Some of them barely get Wi-Fi, and all they're doing is separating people when the day come. And all they do is go tag them out full of trash and bullshit when the day come. And none of you don't come out and support nobody. None of you don't do nothing. But their party call sure enough I went to the flashback party last night. I can't get up with bread this morning. I don't come for people on this internet because we have a voice on the platform. You, Miss Elizabeth, we have a voice on the platform. We don't want to be leaders because I don't want to be politician. This is me all the time. If I see something, I go talk about it, and that's what I build my platform for. Some are there, and I could only comment in the comment section, but I can't come out to support nobody. Y'all come out and go support Win. You understand me? Y'all come out and come and tell Win, say, hey, Win, come to the table. Call Terrence Campbell, call the people, and y'all come to the table, and let me stop fighting for power, stop fighting over each other. Because every day, the police and the government tarnishing you when the day come in Guyana.
And you know
Now we
what?
pay for
And you know what?
land.
Not only that, Judge. You know what the PPC? The PPC, the people here saying that the APNU, the AFC, nobody is running out there to support the Win. Nobody run out there to speak for them and support them. So the PPC, they say, no, the PP can do. The PP is going to bulldoze them,
Yeah.
But they're
victimize them.
supporting
They're
who?
gonna do them the most.
But who went supporting? Who went going out there and support? You got to put it balance it. They're going out and support AFC and APNU publicly. Hello, Melissa and
Well,
Mel.
that too. Well,
No,
that
no, no.
too. That is
No.
why you
When we
say
speak,
if
don't
Win.
let me put division.
That's why I said just now. If Win think that they could fight this battle by themselves or they could do it on their own, then they're fighting a losing battle.
But Melly Mel, we were just talking about the land story where the people trying to take away the land from him this morning, from the whole week. Where all these people there for no tell you about leaders? The
Let me
man's
tell you,
family
I have
getting
put too much
victimized when
squat.
the day come. He can't fight this
They
battle
won't
alone.
they?
Since he come out the house, they following me. Since he make they following me. No, I get up and come out and go and support us in the comment section and talk about people. Y'all get up and come out. Every day
Okay,
they're
one, but
victimizing you and your family, but I in the comment section, I had dirty
Melissa,
bribe mouth for tell people what they must do. I come out and vote. I come out and vote election. There's somebody don't even live in Guyana. Somebody never go back there for see the poverty. And I could sit down on the never talk about Simona Brooms because she ain't put everything on the internet. Look how much things she be doing behind the scenes. She get up early, man, late, and I go meet people for make sure people eat, sleep, and drink. And I in this comment section, I had dirty bribe mouth. Man, I got wash your mouth. Why you can't
All
tell
right,
people?
Kim Ali said, y'all is a set of clowns broom. But we all is a set of clowns, but you know we internet here watching we girl. It's you
You
watching
got
we
watch
Disney
we.
platform.
You got
You
watch
watching the
we.
clowns. You on we platform watching a set of clowns. What is it about you? Who's you then? Who's you if you sit on me platform for watch a set of clowns?
You
Who's
join
you?
the and should join the 1.5 people on the live.
You join the 1.5 thousand people on this live and calling people a
Thank
set of
you.
clowns. But you
but
I
they ain't
calling
watching
people
you
clown.
Melissa,
they ain't watching the clown
Melissa,
show.
Melissa, don't be distracted. The point is, and I would say it again, you can't call upon one and then call upon the next. This no. This can't make it look like that. You understand what I'm saying? It can't be just a talk and something that is one-sided. But I continue to encourage the people because, like Judge said, a lot of people didn't even live there. And let me tell you, look, Joy, look how long I talk about poverty. Melissa, look how long. Up to now, Melissa, the swamp we went through, I still got the thing that pricked me in my toe. You hear what I'm telling you? We have seen it.
So
But you
much
know
little,
what?
let's say something, so much
It take
little girl
UN
human
people.
trafficking, so much little girl missing it every day, the little girl going some way. You don't hear nothing about the story, nobody getting locked up, nothing. The first people house to go by here, lock up the whole house, all the adults in the house. I bet you nobody
Mm-hmm,
running away, nobody keeping
mm-hmm,
nobody cheering no more.
mm-hmm,
But this
mm-hmm,
government slam them and
mm-hmm,
doing nothing.
mm-hmm.
Hello. Right now, Alia, when they're talking, we have bigger problems than we are. So look at no fire, don't even live in Guyana. And let me tell you something, as somebody have to live under Trump and live what Trump say. Cause you can't open your mouth too hard. No fire running when I see any police vehicle or any immigration vehicle passing, no fire got run. So you
Well,
can't tell me
man,
nothing
George,
Guyana
well, man,
nice.
George, you can't show the things so right now, because I'm begging a larger right now in Trump country, so I
Well,
really
you just
can't
run?
talk too hard over it.
You just run? I can't talk. If I want to talk, let me talk about unity. I have stopped spreading the hate on the internet because we come out here. And the day when the man went to court, I tell them, the man said, listen to me. The man said, I am not going and join with nobody. The man said, will work with the PPP in the interest of the Guyanese people. Now, the same PPP is doing everything in the power to make sure a parliament don't call. Budget not reading, the country moving slow, people
The country
punishing.
don't have an opposition leader.
The country do
And
not
the
have an
country just
opposition
running.
leader.
If I
Y'all
just
talk
out
about
here do we
that.
want, it's a dictatorship, y'all. If
Y'all
y'all
talk about
Maduro, y'all
that.
get it right now. And you
Not
get a
Simona
Maduro right
Brooms.
now in Guyana.
Not
Irfan
Simona
is the
Brooms
new
and Melly, my
Maduro.
life for
What are you
cause.
doing about it?
Is not
Irfan is the
Simona
new
Brooms I ever
Maduro.
come for cause? He get the seat and as opposition leader. Ask if he's sitting in parliament and as opposition leader. Asking the question. The PPP doing everything in the power to make sure he don't go into parliament. They're doing everything in the
Good
power.
morning. Eh. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I am tired. I'm fucking fed up with the fucking
Is
Guyanese
who?
people. This
Who?
is Anjan. I am fucking tired. I am fucking fed up. You understand what I'm saying here? What going on here right now? All this time, I thinking was APNU was the fucking problem. That APNU didn't want to join with Mohammed. But Mohammed, let me tell you something. I never disrespect you. But let me tell you something right now. Odessa, what's your name? Ching and all. I am mother son. I can't do it alone. I can't fucking do it alone. Yeah, got to come together. Go to this fucking table with the AP and the charge. You see the guy that is talking there and get straight up fucking shit. You understand? Yeah, I got to stop this mother son right now. Stop it, son. Right now, come together. Because if you all come together, people do it forever for this fucking government. And the guy needs to get fucking punished. So your mother's gonna get it fucking right. Get it right, Mohammed. Get it right. Odessa, get it right. Natasha Singh, get it right. Hannah, get his mother's guns right. Cause I was the fucking problem now. All this time I tell him, APM, your mother's guns. You understand?
All
I'm
right.
tired. I am fucking tired.
All
I
right.
am squad come together. They want
Look
to
at.
fucking
You're
destroy
right,
mother's
Auntie.
guns.
You're
What
right.
the
Bust
fuck?
them.
What fucking mother cunt. I
Cause
was
then,
cunt.
Oh, is it?
You
cause
I
then,
know.
permission. We ain't getting the other one. We fucking feel the table. We fucking burn the sister. Mother cunt. This thing
cause
is
then,
really hot in me.
All
the
right,
lady
I
said
Melly.
ain't
something.
even know. I will come together.
Cause
Fuck it.
then,
Come to fucking together. My hand use the fucking win. Fucking application using the mother cunt. Come out. Come the fucking out to the table. Sign the fucking APNU. Now. No, I ain't nothing mother cunt. No, I got caught. I ain't mother cunt. I was a strong APNU supporter. I was a fight for the fucking APNU. And I turned over to fucking win. Don't just a fight fucking you. I will wake up I am on cunt. Or the
but
brothers and sisters fucking punish him.
but Mama Brooms, there's any law for
Yeah?
saying that the time frame for he to be in parliament, there's any law.
Melly,
That's the
this is
victimization
something.
we get in.
There's
Nobody
there's
coming out. Everybody's coming there. Where are the fucking supporters there? Where are they there?
listen.
Them
I
110 fucking
listen,
supporters. Why are you there?
Judge,
Hmm.
Judge and Melissa, right? Judge was saying we have some very important thing now. Just look,
I
for
don't give a
example,
fuck.
and this is not a knocking on anybody. You have this situation that is going on presently in Guyana. In fact, this morning a statement came out from the embassy. Airlines, so Guyana is affected with what is happening. Flights are canceled and different things
Tired
like that.
mother Scott. Tired.
All
Tired.
right, all right,
Tired.
Melly. We noticed a statement
Tired.
coming from everybody else, and I just want to put this out there. We noticed a statement
Hmm.
Go on, Mama Brooms, go on.
Yeah, we listening. Brooms?
We're now to internet.
Brooms?
We can't hear from Mama Brooms, Melly.
Fuckery. This con. This one fighting that one fighting fucking this mother scum. All the
What happened?
fucking people them all fighting against one another. It's con come together. Guyanese come to fucking get a whole
Head
one
out
head
there.
and upturn the fucking country.
Head out.
Where did Brooms go?
Me no. Remove Atto.
Brooms?
Remove. We can't get Brooms. Remove back Brooms. Remove Atto. I still seen Atto on
Alex,
the screen, Melly Mel.
hold on. No, you scream wrong. Brooms in there on the screen. Hold on, let me get back Brooms. Where she got,
But I,
man? Broom?
you know, see if you could add she back.
This is what I'm trying to do.
Yeah. See if you could add she.
Where you gone, man? Send back a request. Mhm. Alex Rodriguez, don't come on this live and this is I ain't there on the skinty. This is not a skinty live. This is not go on talk is chubby somewhere. Go for Fatter Live or something. Fatter there on TikTok.
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, Mama.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I was going to make a point. I want to use your platform here. And this is not um all the big cussing down. And so we notice what is happening in Guyana this time, and the government not even meeting with the other parties and the oppositions and so forth. I would still love to see um in this spirit that y'all talking about unity, in the spirit of unity, that the leader of the opposition, you know, the APNU, the AFC, the LP, the Forward Dan, and them meet at least as as a broader opposition body, and even invite civil society and so on, and to have a discussion and so on this matter, that they could have even come up with a broad position and have a one statement, you know. But again, it is still just peace, this body put out a thing and put out and put out and put out. And the importance of unity goes beyond the egos and all of that when it comes to country. You understand what I mean? And we still have to pay attention. We got to get it right because they have a lot of major issues you know, that needs to be dealt with. And I'm telling you, regardless of if you like it or not, regardless even if you like me or not, you are seeing it, it will not work. You got to be very, very strategic at this time in what you do and how you do it. The government boasts on the day of parliament. You know what they said? Oh, we are better now, we are stronger because we have 36 seats. We have 36. So all these people out there sometimes that you see and they're talking and they're commenting and so forth. Unless the truth come out there and everybody small up, their situation worsening, Guyana is in a worse place right now,
Mm-hmm.
And that's a fact.
Mm-hmm.
We
Somebody called Melly Mel.
This is
we
just
are in a
what
worse place.
That is true. That is true. But if you pick up your phone and you walk the streets with the vendors who sells on the street during Christmas time, you will hear how much cry they're crying to you because no money didn't make. Christmas time, they punish to sell things that they normally will sell. They punish to sell it. Money in make. So I don't understand. And then you get so. But Mama Brooms, I'm gonna ask you this here. So when the opposition to go to parliament, that's the only way a budget can read.
well, you'd go to the parliament for the budget, yeah, because the money has to be approved through the National Assembly. All
Mm-hmm.
right. And so they have to go there to to deal with the budget. I noticed somewhere in the press where it was said that the Mohammeds are going to the court, but even with the last from 2020 to 2025, everybody sit down so quiet with a government dealing with the most resources ever in the history of Guyana and have never engaged with the opposition. There's no,
Never.
there's never no communication. One time I think they meet with some border thing, but if as a nation and as a people, just like how we're looking at the negative precedent that we see setting in our territorial situations there, it is the same thing that has been going on in the politics. And from 2020, there was a different posture. And all of us, sometimes it's important for us to be reminded. The PPP, when they're governing with power, is a whole different thing. In my opinion, that is. It's not about country. The parliament was prorogued for 9 months for the first time ever in history.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? A lot of people now who crying out, they supported that. But we have the same player, the same people coming back. And to do what? So everybody knows also that what they're going to do, they're going to struggle it out. I had said the morning, and just like Judge mentioning that they're going to be cutting out brooms, because I had mentioned very early, all right, if Win got this matter going to court in the best interest of the country, appoint somebody else that they go as the leader of the opposition until this matter is ventilated so that all these national issues and all these different things could move up, could move on. People, we have to put Guyana first. Don't put brooms. Don't put the LP. Put Guyana and by extension Guyanese, which is yourself. But Lorette is on. Let me hear what Lorette come to say. Because Lorette, you got some questions to ask me before I come off the line. Yes, Lorette.
Laurette, are you here? I'm trying to add Laurette. I don't know why Laurette is. I'm adding him again.
Why somebody said judge opposition leader don't need to be in parliament for budget pass? Who said that?
Well, I mean, the parliament with a person probably saying, I don't know. But remember,
That's what they put.
all
That's what they're
six of
saying.
five, all six of five persons are there. And with the PPP, maybe the person, right, one to six of five persons are there and vote. I mean, the budget. I don't know where this is going, people, and I don't want to give my mouth liberty. I am not in the midst of it. I'm not running the the country, you know. But you look and see what is unfolding.
So that means that the opposition will never go to parliament.
Well, I don't know. You see, I read in the press that Mohammed's taking this matter to court. So let us hear what the court is going to say on it.
But that's what I asked you earlier. Do they have a law or some
Well,
way?
no, I don't know. I personally don't know of any laws, any specific day and time. What I know, it speaks about in the Constitution is a framework, a time where the Parliament must be constituted. And if you
Mm-hmm.
notice, the Parliament was constituted. They went there and they swear in all 65 members of Parliament.
Mm-hmm.
There, you have a speaker, you have a deputy speaker, and so that. As it relates to the convening of the National Assembly, and to call that meeting to vote for the leader of the opposition, I don't know of any specific timeline by law. And so even when I read that it's going to go to the court, I was kind of waiting to see what's the outcome of the court, the interpretation and all of that. Because I tell you what, from the last election with the court and the CCJ and all of that, I mean, I'm a non-lawyer. I ain't got nothing I really understand with law and all of that anymore. Because I read in one of the rules in the cell, yet listen, while it says that the leader of the opposition, president must have consultation with the leader of the opposition to get the chair of GCOM. It meant, and this is not me, this was just said there, it meant that they got to agree. So I don't know, consultation means agreeing and all of that. So as a non-lawyer, I would give way and exercise the patience and the time to be guided by the learned persons, which is the court and these attorneys and so on, and they're going to argue, they're going to deliberate. Is Loretta on it right now?
No, Mark Bentrup is on.
Oh, Mark Benchcup is on. Mark, good
I
morning and
wasn't
happy New
getting
Year's.
Lord, but I'm going to call Lord and have him join via WhatsApp and put his voice.
Okay,
Lord, if
okay,
you're hearing me, I'm going to give you a call.
okay. Well, let's hear from Mark. Mark, good morning.
Hi, yes, good morning. No, I was in the audience and I just clicked on the live to make sure that this is not an AI conversation, that this is real.
Mhm.
Because I noticed Melly Mel change up for the new year, Judge change up for the new year, everybody looking shine. So I thought it was AI for a moment.
Mhm.
Why
And
you call
so,
why you calling my name?
well, you calling every minute is Mama Brooms. How come you don't call Melly Mel, or Mark, Papa Mark? Every Mama, my head, but Mama. Um,
I Skasha Mama Brooms too.
so
Yes.
here what's happening. The PPP done rig the elections. They done thief it. They done give themselves 6 seats. They done trampling all over the Constitution.
We get
And
yourself more
when
than 6 seats, Mark.
yep,
Then we
when
win
it
the election.
the thief it. So when it's time for the unity to come on and they talk about unity, everybody got their own skelter way because everybody felt they could do it on their own. And then right after the PPP thief the elections, they rig the elections, they thief it, right? They thief the elections, they're trampling on the Constitution, and then they get the opposition parties now, instead for them to have, well, I can't say what they should have done before, but they should have been a unified front before. But now everybody fighting for self. Who is fighting to be chairman, fighting to be vice chair, fighting for this, fighting for that. Meanwhile, the PPP thieving the money, thieving the billions of dollars, and coming out and giving people crumbs, handouts, and cash grants, and them stupid stuff. And right now, we there on this live here arguing about who this and who that, and the PPP they're right, they're thieving and thieving and they're thieving and they're thieving and they're thieving. Look, this is Sunday morning, me able to hot up my head. I go in and look for some breadfruit or some pepper pot or something to eat and enjoy myself. I'm gonna enjoy, I'm gonna continue watching y'all, but unity is more than just talking. Everybody fighting for themselves. And by the way, Mama Brooms, I don't like your soft tone this morning. I like the roughness. But you're coming across like a diplomat now. But let me come off and give somebody else a chance. And y'all keep on, y'all think we got to do more than just the PPP rigged the elections. They rigged the 2020 elections with their friends from overseas. They rigged the 2025 elections again. And everybody just enjoying themselves, fighting for themselves.
Well,
Anyway,
Mark,
you
you
know,
could go eat your pepper pot and so on. And I agree, but the thieving got to stop. And like I said earlier when Otto was there, elections done, and regardless of what, this is where we at and how do we move forward.
And you're right, because people will talk and the supporters are out there, and this because, like Judge said, deliberately people is just misinformed the supporters on this body because that body, and it just get worse. All right.
Every talking, and you know what we see is the repackaging of our hurt, the repackaging of our oppression, the repackaging of our
Where's the
problems.
solution, Mark? Where's you
All
got a
this,
solution?
I stopped talk.
No, I just asking you.
No, I'm out of here. I think Judge knows the solution. Melly Mel knows the solution. Most of your people in the audience know the solution.
But tell us, what is it? What is
Jesus
it?
Christ.
Because we just want to know if it's the same thing that we have been preaching about all morning. What is the solution? Because I could only post so much. I could post whole day about corruption. The PP clearly shows right now that they don't care who say what, not nobody. The people ain't got no time with nobody. What is the solution? The PP is blatantly showing us that they don't have no time. At this point, I think the only thing now is a mass protest or civil unrest because the PP don't care. They don't care what nobody say right now. These people operating right now is Maduro dying Guyana.
One solution. But I'm out of here. I want people to say I'm talking about a solution, but there's a solution. Anytime there's oppressive regime,
so Mark,
they're trampling upon the rights of the people, like what the PPP is doing. It's nothing new. They've been doing it. They're buying some of our people out. They're giving people cash grant, and they're paying people to talk, and all these sort of things, and people remain quiet in that country. But yet they're going to say that, oh, Benchab, why you don't come back to Guyana? Benchab, why this is too much talk. Benchab, carry your old scrawly self. So suddenly I turn old and scrawly, man. Look, let me go back in my basement, my old scrawly self, and I'll continue listening to your program. Everybody has a solution on social media, and most of the people who have a solution on social media, they probably hadn't gone back in 40 years, 30 years, 25 years, 100 years, and it is what it is. Everybody knows what needs to be done. Everybody knows who need to go out. Everybody who knows who need to shut up. Everybody who know every sort of expert they get. But you see me? I was just a old farmer, Camp Street man, there in McCarna, doing my thing. But let me allow somebody else to probably come on and talk, and you guys have a great 2026, and let's hope that that change that we look for in Guyana, where all Guyanese will be benefited. Not a few getting thousands of acres of land, hundreds of house lots, and all these things are benefiting them friends and families and their favorites. And the majority of the people, whether they're from Port Moran, whether they're from Linden, are struggling. And it seems no one in the corrupt PPP regime cares, and very few in the opposition who are paying attention. And for 2026, if the opposition doesn't go to have an attractive package, attractive team, then can't eat with dinner. I'll be back in this rocking chair talking the same thing 60 years from now. But I'm an optimist, though. I'm an optimist. I'm out of here. Take care.
Okay. Mark, will you get more faith than me?
Yeah. Is Lorette in or no?
All right. When Mark come down and bring Lorette send back a request again. I'm going to try to get Lorette in again.
Somebody gonna knock me out, but why me ain't even come off yet? And Mama Broom's asking for Lorette. Is Lorette? Who's Lorette? Lorette's y'all's favorite child. Lorette, man. Somebody knock me out.
Loretta's abusing you get today. You're your favorite child.
Lorette. I mean, even done.
Mark it right.
No, but he said coming up. He said coming up. Why Lorette there all the time? I just
somebody got knocked me out. Let me go, man.
Mark it right. The store bring up Lorette.
And when Lorette comes on, he ain't going from camera because he put on, he get makeup, he got put filter on his face and all kind of thing. But Lorette. Take care, Lorette, man. I'm out of here. Later, guys.
You see you, Mark?
Listen, I'm not going to talk anything but Lorette anymore.
Right? Your favorite child. I see no request from Lorette.
He gone in the comment section. He's working at the bottom.
Oh, here now. Hold on.
Oh, he's in.
I see now. Lorette, good morning.
Good morning, Melly. Good morning, Mama Brooms. Good morning.
It's something you're doing, making it coming on this live, but you know what you're doing. You're joining and getting knocked out.
No. Listen, I was on and then I was responding to a message. By the time I come back, the thing disappeared. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, but you can't respond to message when we bring you on. because that's what would happen. Yeah, but you are saying, all right.
Okay, yeah. So a few things I want to ask, and then I'm gonna present my point of view on it as a common born Guyanese that looking on, not a politician, no desire to be one or anything like that. Right? A few things. One, I know this last election voters turnout was very low. And my brother up here, judge, was saying, I in the comment section saying this, da 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 da, but I ain't going out and vote, da 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 da. And from one perspective, that seemed like the thing. But I want to ask, when there is disunity, don't we think that the common man would be discouraged from going out and vote? Because even Melly, who was a very strong activist, she at one time said, look, I retire, I train me towel, I fed up. So if people are that is up there that rooting and running, what about a common man like myself that looking on? And I'm hoping for people to come together and then they don't. Wouldn't that make me lose courage and say, look, like I just fed up. Everybody just dealing with their own personal interests, so let me deal with my own too. If that is the case, the man on the ground that is a business owner or a content creator or a comedian or a promoter, you think he would start looking out for his own interest too? Because if the ones up there that taxpayers' money can be paying to look out for us seems to only be interested in their own interests, the common man can start looking out for his own interest too. But more than that, we come back to the point where Mama Booms was saying it's time for people to mobilize. It's time for people to come together. And I heard Ms. Boom said she reached out and Terence Campbell was willing, and there's some politicians that chose not to come on board. But I'm gonna speak from the perspective of Forward Guyana. Forward Guyana movement have sent out letters to both APNU and Win several times after the elections. So, I find, and I want you guys to educate me because, I'm not a politician. When a party is consistently saying, I can do this on my own, I could win on my own, and then the other parties decide to go, who's at fault now?
But Loren, I mentioned earlier that if you're going to mention something and you're going to speak about Win, I would prefer to have, because I'm not here to represent nobody, Win or APNU. That what you're saying there, you come in there. I don't know where you get your information and where you
But
get your
I don't know where you get your information from,
right.
too, Laura, but
And so
I never heard about that.
because I don't want to
How
touch.
about what?
Hold me, Lored, because just like you're saying, you know that even after the elections, Forward Guyana, y'all can't even deal with the fractures also as yet. And that should not stop. So they have a lot of rumbling, and everybody, the Bible, got to get the house in order, be honest, and come there. But I cannot answer the question, and because Win is not here and APNU is not here, I am not going to say, I didn't say who reached out to who. I said who reached out to me, which is a fact. And I'm only saying that for me because I am here on the live. And so the question, and if or if not, and who reached out and what were they reaching out about, I don't know. I wouldn't want to put my mouth in there or go on that. If you had Terrence and you had Amanza and you had Mohammed on this call, yes, that's a solid question for them because the players are there to answer their questions for themselves. But when
But
it
Mama Booms,
uh-huh.
one thing that remains a fact, and I'm sure you, Melly, and Judge would agree with me on it. If not, correct me. What the Guyanese people need to see, and I think this is a perfect opportunity leading into the next election. Sadly, it wasn't instituted before. For Guyana to see, if not all, most of the opposition standing as one. And it's necessary. Why? Look how long elections pass. There is an opposition leader, yet the leader hasn't been sworn in. What is that saying to the common man? What is that saying to every other opposition right now? That the PPP don't care about what you think, what you feel. We're going to do about it. This is what we say we're doing. We're going to do about it.
That's what the people basically asking y'all. We gonna do what we want. What y'all gonna do about it?
But Melly,
What you gonna do about
Mark
it?
Bishop said this is nothing new about the people. All right. And it's because Lored, you're on this call. I'm gonna lift a scripture here. You mentioned about what
Auntie Dali, you done the wrong life. You gotta go by the palms
you
and play
mentioned
with the age group.
going forward. The Bible says that, listen, God is the beginning and the ending. So what can happen going forward? I don't know. But like I said, the intentions got to become clean, because you make a valid point also when you mention about when leaders come to the public, Lauren, when leaders come to the public and you come to voters and you say one thing to them, and I'm telling you, I thank God for the obedient. There ain't got nothing that I come out in a campaign and said I could speak for me that I live or stand up to. Don't come to the public need and tell them that this is unity and we're together and we's one, and when election done, you're gone there broken away and fighting away there. All those things is destroying on the fabric and the minds of the electorate, not just from a party standpoint. When people cannot see real unity and people trust, all right, this is what I want, right? This is what I want. But like I mentioned, and I'm going to say it again, I think something is working. It is boiling. I like it. The mere fact that persons from the opposition, if we reach back to next elections, whether who ain't started yet or not, I believe, and I'm looking forward to, that there will be more consultation, more meeting, and start working together. When you start to work together, you have a relationship, you have principles is established, trust is established, because we got trust issues and all of that in Guyana. You understand what I mean? And so then the public and the voters will see that. It mustn't come at a pretend today. Oh, we can come and we sign a contract to the public, election time, hot and sweaty. I am not going to run to that. We must be working together and building on that. So what am I saying? I see a light in the tunnel and I like it. I am only looking forward to it getting brighter and brighter. That is all I would say, and I rest the case. I am one that is willing and ready. Anytime, bring all the leaders. Don't bring the spokespersons. Bring all the leaders to the table, whether to talk, whether social media, right? Or any person. Bring them to the table and be ready to talk. And like I said at the lunch I had at my home, once is for truth and honesty, because a lot of leaders just meet, talk, and go lie to the public. I am not a part of that. But I put it out there clear. Once it's truth and the honesty, listen, I am there. But all the jiggery poggeries and so on, I ain't gonna be a part of. Yes, Lauren.
And this is a question, right?
Mm-hmm.
As a regular Guyanese looking on, right? That is saying, man, we hearing this for so long, we want to see actions. What in the world could be stopping the opposition leaders from coming together and presenting a united front so all the supporters can be motivated to say, yeah, from now we're rushing straight into the next election? Or what could stop them from saying, we're coming? So even the people that didn't vote would be motivated to say, yo, we got to vote the next time. This is an opportunity to remove dictatorship, if that's the case or whatever. What can be done to show the normal man that it's not just talks like we've been hearing all the time? There's a real change that is coming about.
Well,
Let me hold on, Mama Brooms. Let me answer Lauren.
mm-hmm.
Lauren, Guyanese now bent on it's a bidding. So if me is a political leader, and the only way they look out for every political leader to come to the neighborhood to make them the biggest and the higher promise. So all of them bent now on if you come and you say, hey, come, campaign with me, vote for me, I'm gonna give $50,000. They support you. They do that. And that's what happening in Guyana right now as we speak. I am telling you.
But
But is
Judge,
that not called
but Judge,
campaigning?
let me answer Lauren. Lauren, you come and you fashion the question in a little slight different way.
What is
I'm
stopping all the opposition leaders from coming
and
together?
it's
So it
on
simply mean what he's asking, we're
and
stopping Bruce, we're stopping Amanza, we're stopping Mohammed, we're
listen.
stopping Terence Campbell. Who else? We're stopping
I
the opposition leader, these four leaders or these five opposition leaders. We're stopping Patterson. We're stopping these five opposition leaders from coming together. When can we see Brooms, Amanza, Mohammed, Patterson, And who's the next? And Terence Campbell? When can we see them presenting in United Fronts? When can we get them to meet?
Well, like I said before, and it's the same question coming back. I can't speak for Win. I can't speak because I'd read in the papers where Patterson, the AFG, coaching or something with Win and all of that. Listen, I don't know what is going on behind with other persons, but what I've said, and I mentioned it earlier, even with this situation here, for them to be a more coming together, and it must not be coming together for a photo op. It must be with truth and honesty and the going down apart, because we have seen a lot of coming together, Lauren. And when
some rooms, rooms here now. Isaac, y'all, this, we get what 1.8 people on this live. They say what you gonna do now? I gonna call Izunu, Amanza, Mohammed.
Can't remember Parliament's Primal.
Who else? The one, the leader.
With all due respect to the General Secretary, General Secretary and Melissa is right. Melissa said, Al Mohammed. No.
I'm calling the leaders. The leaders. We're going to get to the General Secretary and the Prime Minister candidate and all of them later. Right now, I'm talking about the leader. I'm going to put all of them now on a phone call today Sunday. They can't tell me they're working. They're doing with the family. All of them could come on Darwin. Somebody said V-Park, Darwin Best. Everybody coming on a call now. Let me see if I can get everybody on one call. Right?
Well, yeah. Run the rhythm there. Judge.
Listen. This how the story this goes. Fast and nasty.
And Judge Melly Mel.
Oh, I just end up in this.
I want to say that there's precedent of hold me. And when we come into the public, and I know what the public looking for, and I'm agreeing to it, but I'm also, you got called V-Pack to somebody saying you're right.
Yeah, I'm doing that.
Not a part of Forward Guyana anymore. I don't know. They signed a contract, but I don't know. So you got
all right, good morning, Amanza. But before I say anything, Amanza, let me, I'm just letting you know that I'm here live. So I'm putting you on speaker. I don't want to yeah, no, we are myself, Brooms, Mark Benchop, Lauren Stewart, a group of us are live. So the question they wanted to ask, why is it all the opposition leaders are not coming together? Right? So I say we can't, well, Brooms is here. She has helped US Forward Guyana movement. Azadine Mohammed is Win. Who else? I said Patterson. Well, I don't have Patterson number.
Okay.
So I'm saying actually I have Patterson number, sorry. So I'm saying I can't answer those questions for all these opposition leaders or so. Only they can answer why is it the election is finished and nobody's coming together to have a conversation about whatever is happening. David Patterson, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Before you say anything, I'm just letting you know that I am live on Facebook right now, and we were having a discussion about the opposition leader. I know that you're currently the opposition leader for AFC, and Amanda's on the call. Simona Brooms is here. She has helped. I'm going to try to get the Win, Mohammed from Win, and who else I'm missing?
Terence Campbell.
Terence Campbell. Let me get Terence. Because the people want to know why is it, because we can't look we are very concerned about what is happening, what the people is doing. These people are operating, they are not consulting with anybody, any parliamentarian, any opposition leader. The PPP is currently doing I feel as though we're living in a dictatorship, and the people want to know why is it all the opposition leader are not coming together and condemning, getting together and working together as to what is going on, what is happening.
Melissa, hey, so you sort of caught me on the fly.
Okay.
And it's a busy morning, but I'll say something very briefly and then I'll jump off of the call. I want to state for the absolute record.
Terence Campbell just joined the call.
Yeah, wait,
Yeah,
please, tell everybody.
I'll speak after I'm done. But
Okay, no problem.
after, for the record, because I do have to get off of the call, I just pulled it up on my system here. I'm going to read a letter that I sent to both Azruddin Mohammed and Dr. Terence Campbell. The letter reads this.
Okay, but Amanda, but Shu, before you got to the letter, you send the letter to Azadin Muhammad and Terence Campbell. So you didn't send it to David Patterson or Simona Brooms or
I sent it to the opposition parties in Parliament because it is a proposed framework for opposition cooperation in the 13th Parliament.
Okay.
That is what the title of it is. And it says, "Dear colleagues, further to my letter of September 25th, 29, 2025, and in light of the announced commencement date of the 13th Parliament, I write again to emphasize the urgency of convening a meeting among the opposition parties to discuss how we might structure cooperation in the National Assembly. This Parliament presents a unique moment in our democratic history, with the government holding an outright majority. The effectiveness of the opposition in safeguarding constitutional norms, exercising oversight, and engaging meaningfully with the public depends on our ability to coordinate where possible while maintaining the independence of each party. To facilitate this discussion, I'm pleased to attach a proposed framework for parliamentary cooperation, drafted for consideration by all signatory parties. The framework outlines practical mechanisms for consultation, coordination of parliamentary activity, and engagement on areas of expertise, while explicitly preserving each party's full freedom to express its own views in Parliament and engage with the public independently. I propose that we meet at the earliest possible convenience to review the framework, exchange perspective, and agree on next steps. Given the immediacy of Parliament business, early engagement will allow us to demonstrate to the Guyanese people that the opposition is capable of organized, principled, and effective collaboration. I look forward to your response and to convening this important discussion. My office stands ready to coordinate a mutually convenient time and venue for the meeting. That was sent via email. Attached to it was an opposition framework for collaboration in the 13th Parliament. So I wanted to be very, very clear where Forward Guyana movement stands. We have done that. So this issue of not collaborating and not
no, but Amanda, but somebody raised the point and said you send the letter only to Parliament, the head of the parties that are currently sitting in Parliament. But don't you think you need the other parties too outside of Parliament to work along with?
Melissa, we need everybody to work along. But at the end of the day, there are parties represented in Parliament, and certainly we must be the ones setting the example. So it is not a question of exclusion. This is a question of what has to take priority. And if you're in Parliament, then you're expected to be able to function in a coordinated manner in the National Assembly. And that has been our position all along. We have called for the appointment of the opposition leader. I think we've been very, very clear about what our position is in Region 10. So I hope that this is clear for all and sundry where our position is and where we lie. Now, you called me.
Okay. I know you said you have to go. You're getting on a flight.
Yes. Actually in transit. So happy to take the call, happy to clear that up. We wrote twice, we've proposed an MOU. We still are ready and waiting and able to meet to speak with everyone. We have serious matters to discuss. We have committees that have to be convened. We have sectoral committees that have to be convened.
So you're making it clear that Forward Guyana is ready to meet?
Since October 24th, we wrote first on September 29th before they called Parliament. And we wrote again on October 24th. And not only did we write, we sent a framework identifying how do we select people for committees, etc. So I wanted to be very, very clear where we stand. So please, whenever, they're ready to meet, we are ready to speak because we have the interest of the people of Guyana at heart. I'm not into the games. I have no time for the games. Let us get to work for the people of Guyana. No, I gotta jump, guys.
All right.
Thank you for bringing this
so
tonight. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you very much, Amanda. I know it was impromptu. I didn't warn you. I didn't say nothing. It's just that we're. A heads up.
Lauren.
I know. And nobody, and just let me make it clear, nobody on this call I give a heads up. Doreen Best is here, Honorable Patterson is here, Terrence Campbell is here, Simona Brooms is on the live. I'm trying to get Mohammed here on the live because I don't want to talk to no secretary, no part. I want to talk to the leaders of these party, these small party, the opposition leader. I want to talk to the leaders because I want to hear from them. All right, Amanza. Thank you.
So Melly,
Mhm. Simona?
no, I like that to see Laurette clapping, but Laurette, it is clarified, even in Forwards Guyana's letter and explanation, that it is not when you talk about the people who want to see all the opposition and y'all pull in the ALP, that you're clapping, that it is only who sit in parliament should be really meeting and to discuss. And I want to point out on that. Well, that might be.
And I want to make this clear too. I do not think that only parliamentarians that are sitting in parliament should meet to discuss on a way forward. I personally believe all small party that contested the election, this include Forward Guyana Movement, this include ALP, this include AFC, this include APNU Coalition. I personally feel that all opposition leaders, whether they made it to parliament or not, should be reached out to on a meeting.
Exactly. And listen to this. May I add, Lauren? And I want
Good morning. Honorable Patson, just let Simona finish one thing and then you can take over.
Lauren, just
Simona,
up from the public and to make sure that it's clear, because I'm coming in honesty. Remember, at the last elections, while AFC did make it to parliament and ALP, it was other votes, people who didn't even vote for Forward Guyana. It is the extra vote that got them in there. So it is saying the voice of each and every player at the last election should be equally important.
Should be equally important. I agree with you. Honorable David Patterson, over to you.
David. Look, good morning, everyone, and like everyone else on this call, maybe not Simona. Bit of a surprise, but it's not unwelcome.
I am very sorry. I didn't give anybody a upset. I'm just saying. So let me just give everybody a run. I'm on a live with Simona Brooms and we're talking about everything that is happening again. And we're talking about the PP operating as though there's no opposition. They're not consulting with the opposition leader. They haven't even sworn in the opposition leader. Apart from that, we're talking about what have been going on, what they have been doing. Why is it that everybody's just laid back and okay with what the PPP is doing? Why are we not seeing peaceful? We don't have to be anything. Why are we not seeing peaceful protests? Why are we not calling on international communities? Why our leaders are not meeting and saying we are currently living in a dictatorship and we can no longer move forward like this? What is happening? Why is nobody, people are saying, why is nobody representing what is happening and what is going on? All the leaders just lay back, and I see Mohammed and we want to know, why is it that all the leaders for these political party cannot come together, get on a call, organize a meeting, and decide on a way forward and how they're going to deal with what is currently happening in Guyana? Because there's only so much myself and others could do. We could write 1,000,001 Facebook posts and Langston and this and that. But clearly this government, the people has shown us, they don't care. They're doing what they want to do. Y'all do what y'all want to do about it. So what y'all going to do about it?
All right. Thank you very much. Right. So what I wanted to say, I've heard you clearly, and I agree with you that there's strength in unity. However, I differ slightly, because I don't think it is only political parties. I think all of us, all of us need to be involved. Take all civil society as well. You know what I mean? So just simply calling on the political parties to unite and be, cohesive and present a united front is not enough. You mean? And let me say this.
Oh, you said that is not enough? You're saying that is not enough?
The political parties alone. Just calling on a political party, that's a start, maybe.
But at least it's a start. But why are y'all not even getting to the start? We want at least y'all to get to the start and then tell us, the people, y'all are our leaders. We voted for y'all. We just look up to y'all. Y'all get to the starting line and then tell Melly and tell the people what is it that y'all require from us. We can only lend support. Y'all get to the starting line and then come and filter down and tell we, well, Melly, this is what we want from you. This is what we want from the people. Then tell us what you need. But we need y'all to at least get to the starting line. At least get to the start. If that is the start, then can we get to the start?
Thank you, and thank you for the opportunity to talk, because obviously you're talking more than most.
Sorry.
You're asking us questions and telling us the answers as well. Look, for the record, let me say it out to me. What Manza did is Simone. There's nothing wrong with that. There's several phases and layers in representation for the opposition, and Manza is probably looking at the parliamentary level as well. Only, but that's just one level, one layer. Obviously, what Melly and you were talking about, that we should have discussions, we should speak, we should have a concerted plan. Persons have to put it aside. I mean, as you can see, one of the issues that we have is a question of egos. You know what I mean? When persons, when we start saying, oh, I represent this, I represent that, I represent the party, and we're in parliament or this. I think that's one of the hindrances that we have. I think it's about time. You're right that we all sit down and say, listen to me, don't forget about leadership. Leadership and those things will emerge and come out. I mean, or even if you want to identify and talk about within a movement or within a collective opposition thing, let us talk about effectiveness. Let's just speak about how can we be better at doing what we want to do for the country. But it's a question of us, all of us, putting aside our egos, putting aside our previous what should I say, our previous issues which we may or may not have, and looking at the big picture.
So,
you know what I mean?
Are you willing? So you're saying that you're willing to?
We've always the name changes. It's exactly the alliance and changes exactly that. So you must be able to sit down and have a discussion. And literally the discussion is what can we do together? Unfortunately, when people meet, they end up talking who will lead this, who will talk on this, as opposed to what is needed. And you're right, it's very, very simple. What is needed is everybody. We examine the problem. We say, these are the areas which I am capable of handling. I will handle that, and we report back. And we will do joint activities, etc. But it's just a question of us. What should I say? Deciding that we want to move forward collectively, and maybe 2026 may be the year. Who knows?
Okay, that was for those of you on the live. That's the leader of the AFC. That's the Honorable David Patterson. Terrence Campbell, you're here on the live. Good morning. Sorry for not giving you the heads up. Terrence, hello.
It's muted.
Hi. Good morning, Terrence.
I joined the call, and basically I just want to say Happy New Year to everybody who is listening. I heard Amanza, and she spoke about the parliamentary parties getting together. But as the reality is, nothing is happening in Parliament. And I believe the question you're asking is how can we force the PPP to follow the Constitution? So I am all for engaging with, and mind you, I'm speaking here, and personally, I can't speak. I'm not the political leader of the PNC or the APNU. But I'm all for engaging on the issues at hand, which is how do we hold the PPP accountable? And that is not limited to Parliament, because there has been no Parliament. So even if we had sat down with Amanza and discussed all of the committees and everything that she is raised in her letter, it would have been for naught, because there has been no Parliament. I lean towards David's point that it should be the discussion at this point in terms of holding the PPP accountable has got to be broader than just parliamentary parties. Again, because there's no parliament, it's got to include everyone. And I will say that the APNU has engaged the ALP. We have done work in the field with the ALP. We've had discussions, and I'm letting out a little secret. We've had discussions even with the AFP and David Patterson about putting together an umbrella. And the only way that I see us dislodging the PPP come 2030 is with a broad coalition.
So when is the APNU coalition going to reach out to win? Have you tried, not just win, but all like I said, we're speaking about reaching out to all political party, not just
Melissa. This thing about
it's technical. It
is technical. I'm speaking here personally. I'm speaking on very technical. I can find it easy. Listen, we did a cleanup in Broad Street. I called the Honorable Simona Brooms about 8:30, and by 9 o'clock she's on spot. It is extremely technical sometimes with a number of players to get together. I understand that people want to see a kumbaya moment, everybody locked in arms. As it is, the next election is 2030. I will say, give the opportunity for that to be built. It's probably will not happen tomorrow. I see Darwin Best is on the call. I can pick up the phone, call Darwin, and get him out to join me in something tomorrow. But when you're trying to bring all, and I don't want to identify, but there are parties that said clearly that they will not form a coalition with the APNU because of A and B. And so for those parties now to move into a coalition or into this unity, they will have to change that approach. I'm not here to point my finger at any particular party, but I'm saying there are major players who said, hey, we're not going to get involved with the APNU because we're not going to get the Indian vote, or we're going to be accused of doing so, right? So this whole thing now of having this giant kumbaya moment happen immediately, it's tricky. But ultimately, what I'm saying to you, and I'll repeat what I said to you, to remove the PPP from power in 2030, there will have to be some giant coalition. Second, in order to fight the PPP now, in relation to everything that is being done, we've seen them with the Teaching Service Commission, right? We've seen them, and I will directly connect the PPP to the fact that a leader of the opposition has not been elected. For us to fight them, it requires a broad alliance, not only of political parties. And this is what might make it easier, but also, as I agree with David, civil society actors joining that effort. And that is not there as yet. And I'm sure the APNU will be willing to join such a broad alliance to fight on. And remember, even as you were talking about the APNU, WIN, ALP, Forward Guyana, the AFC, each one of these parties has its own interests. Each one, the AFC wants to win power by itself at some point. The APNU wants to win, but you must remember that they are also competitors in the political field. So, but where those interests collide, such as holding the PPP accountable, right? I am sure that the APNU will be willing to cooperate with others in terms of holding the PPP accountable. And I can tell you within the next 48 hours, you will see, and I will speak to it then, an effort between elements of the APNU and civil society to hold the PPP accountable. would be even better if it were a broader grouping. But we stand ready in a broad framework to work together. But let me remind everybody that it bringing everybody together when they're not everybody's interests are identical. It's a little tricky. It has to happen. It's a little tricky, and it will require, they must have some patience but it happens. As I said, prior to the election, there are political parties that said they were not going to work with the APNU. And so we got to give it a little time, and you'll see everybody come together. But the APNU has had discussions with the AFC. We have worked in the field with the ALP, and we stand ready to broaden that, to work in a broader framework in order to hold the PPP accountable.
Melissa.
All right, Doreen Best, good morning.
I'm going to jump out here now, though.
Okay, Terrence.
Again, happy New Year to everybody who was on this live.
Good morning again. Happy New Year's to the viewers. Melissa, I think I've told you this in the last live we were on. The effort and the energy that you put towards bringing a better Guyana, it's commendable. And Simone, if she's still in life, she can attest to this. I would have told her, I told Terrence, which she just confirmed. And I'm hearing this with you. Even with Amanda that just came off the line, where there might be some differences. What is important to me and VPAC is for Guyana to win. Not VPAC, not WIN, not AFC, not PNC, for the Guyanese people to win. So whatever it takes, I'm giving you this undertaking that we are willing, ready, and able to work with everyone for the sake of every Guyanese. So what I think is missing, and if you listen, to every comment that you heard, there's egos that people need to realize. Like you
Still
don't
egos.
you don't have to.
Still egos. Still
You don't
egos.
have to like what we represent. I don't have to like Amanda, but I like what she represents. I don't have to like Win, but I like the fact that you understand what I'm saying? Put the ego aside. This is not about me. We're not going in a relationship to get married here. If we're gonna fight for the people and the objective is the same, then who cares what our personal egos is? And I think that is the problem.
But here's what I want to know. How hard it is for somebody to just call a meeting and ask everybody to meet? It's that simple.
Melissa.
Like, how hard can that be?
Melly,
Melissa.
hold on, Melly, just 1 single minute. I mean, Lorette, I want, in fairness of the conversation, are you hearing me, Melissa? Lorette, you hearing me? Anybody
Yes,
hearing
ma'am. I'm hearing you.
In every fairness of the conversation, the letter that was read by Amanda is not addressing the question.
Sorry, Simona, please start back. We didn't hear you. I was answering on another. I was, replying to a message, forgetting that I'm on this other phone.
No, what I was saying, in fairness to the conversation and even for the viewers, the letter that was read by Amanda is not the one that is speaking to this broader question and what people are looking to hear as to a coming together and a meeting broadly about a coalition and working together. Amanda read a letter that was sent to persons in the parliament, very specific to the parliament, and they got these sectorial committees and who gonna put who on when, how they're gonna share it up and different things like that. And so the letter that Amanda read, and that is why it might come across, even when David talked about working with broader persons, and like Darwin, unlike Terence Campbell, the letter that Amanda read, and I was not trying to hush the conversation, but I didn't even realize I was off, to get you, Melissa, to ask the same specific question to all the, because outside of the parliament, whether the parliament is going on or not, the problem that is faced out there cannot be fixed in the parliament. You don't have the numbers to outweigh these people and all of that. So that is why I was making the point that everybody, and that's a question that you're asking, why is it so hard? And they all answering it, egos. Just call a meeting and let we meet like that. No, it don't happen like that. And I'm not going to sit here on the call and tell you or allow you to believe that any one person is bad about that. So I just want to put that into context. It did not answer the question. It just speaks to, I write you that we meet on the matters going on in National Assembly.
So I want to ask this question, right?
I got a question. While both you are former parliamentarian and Mr. Patterson, how do we accomplish anything in Parliament without submitting motions? And after those motions are submitted, like you rightly said, Simona, we don't have the numbers in Parliament. So most naturally, what is needed is unity. So if we have half the country calling and demanding, that can be, in my view, like Melissa rightfully said, that could be just as effective as going into Parliament, because going into Parliament without the numbers and not tabling any motion is almost like not going into Parliament at all. Do you agree with me?
But didn't you write a motion?
Simona.
Yeah.
Yes, let me say this. First, the comments, I like I heard Terrence, I heard Darwin, I heard yourself and so forth. The mere fact that you initially start off thinking coalition, and you're thinking electoral coalition and those things like that, that's a sort of tenure in which I think that like maybe Terrence is responding and those things like that. What I was not, I'm sure that most of your viewers are not even looking at it. They're looking for a collective response from persons that oppose what the PPP is doing. So first, the word coalition, I think we should throw that away. We shouldn't be thinking about that. And then to answer Darwin is the speaker is a gatekeeper, right? And I can tell you from personal experience, I would submit myself personally submitted tons of motions, and it took a year for him to approve it. The submission of a motion is never ever, it's not automatic. It has to be submitted, and it has to be approved by the speaker to be included for debate on by the Parliament. So going the route of the Parliament, while it's necessary representation and so forth, to try and force them to act correctly may not be the most effective way. One of the most effective ways, let's speak of leader of the opposition. What we should do as law-abiding, concerned citizens is all of us pen a letter to the international agencies that still hold the tenure of democracy important. You write to the Commonwealth Secretary General, because we're still under Commonwealth parliamentary system. So we write to the Commonwealth Secretary General and copy it to the other parliaments in the country that look, in Guyana, a so-called democracy, the meeting to elect a leader of opposition has not been held. Irrespective of the reasons, the leader of the opposition is a constitutional position, and that meeting should be held. If all of us write OAS, sign a joint letter to the OAS, Commonwealth Secretariat, the Parliamentary Commonwealth Parliamentary Association. There are other areas, there are other democracy institutes all around the world. We write them, start to internationalize our issues. I know all politics is local, but at times we do need some external help. If all of us, irrespective of us having diverse views, irrespective of us not seeing eye to eye, irrespective of our personal egos, if that is an issue, that's right.
I see Dexter Todd is on the live. I'm going to try to add him to the call as well too. So let me just say this. I think
so these things we can start doing together on simple issues that we all agree on.
That will present a united front.
Yes, and then we can build from there.
And then you build from there.
You build from there. I try.
Melissa.
Let me just say, I have been trying to add Azadine Mohammed, but they keep saying that he's currently at border market with the vendors. So I'm going to add Odessa or Hannah I'm going to add Odessa or Anna, whichever one comes on. Odessa's already here. I try adding Hannah to the call as a WIN representative.
No,
yes, I did try.
Melissa, I am not going to agree. We have taken a principle because this conversation we have the viewers, and I would love that we have the leaders with the conversation and finish. He will done. Everybody can come on and any party, but I would still want us to hear from these leaders, Melly Mel. I
And
don't
that is what I was saying.
use.
Melissa, if I may, good morning to everybody listening. First of all, the leader of the opposition is Aubrey Norton, and the representative who spoke is Terrence Campbell, sorry. And Terrence, to the best of my knowledge, is the head of the parliamentary delegation. And so I do not foresee a problem since Aubrey's not the person present here.
I had asked her
For
to
me
come up.
too. If we are talking about, if you may allow me, Ms. Brooms, if we are here talking about bringing our parties together, while I understand the principal position that was taken, I do not foresee how having the person who is second in charge represent the leader of WIN because he is unable to be here at this time. So in retrospect, what we are saying is let us not have a representative from WIN at all if the leader cannot be there. And that goes against the reason for us having this discussion, which to the unification of these parties as it relates to certain matters.
I disagree. Just a
But I mean, you're free to disagree. But
yeah, hold me. Melissa, Madam Odessa, before you get
So hold on.
involved,
Let me Simon
hold
Bruce,
me.
1 minute. Let me hear Patterson. Patterson, what you're saying?
So, short call that you have, I haven't checked it there. You can see where the issue lies. I mean, it's a territorial issue. The whole discussion.
Listen, I just can't with the.
Listen.
Together. And you start to see leader who can talk and those things like that. I joined it, of course, and I thought, well, it's an opportunity to share opinions, opposed to make decisions. And then maybe, who knows, we can have a commitment sometime down the future to have something formal to sit down or another talk. So, but at this stage, right, it's a question of sharing openly with your viewers opinions on how we can move forward. I made some, and we've now regressed back into who can represent and who can talk and who can talk. You know what I mean? And that is the question of putting our egos in check, because obviously on this live we can't make any decision that commits our parties to anything, and we can make a decision as
all we are trying to do.
Continue to talk.
All we are trying to do is I've been trying to do all morning, and I've called. I did, as you can see, I've been ringing all the leaders for the small parties, for the parties, and I rang all the leaders. Everybody else answered except Mohammed. I attempted to join Hannah. I attempted to join Odessa. Some after I didn't get Mohammed, some other representatives, because people keep saying in the comment, oh, he's currently live at Border Market with the vendors or whatever. But all I'm trying to do, all we on this live, the 2,000 of us are trying to do, is try to get you guys to present a united front on issues that are currently facing all of us as Guyanese. We're not asking y'all to unite. We're not asking y'all to be a coalition. And I think Terrence may have mid-read where I said, oh, I'm not asking y'all to be a coalition or anything like that. I understand that at the end of the day, come 2030, APNU wants to go to Parliament by themselves, WIN wants to go to Parliament by themselves, AFC would like to redeem themselves, go to forward on whether they decide to join or not. I understand that everybody is fighting for their individual spot or whatever in Parliament, whether they want to collate it come 2030 or not. But I'm speaking as of right now with what is happening. Can we get our political party, the people that we voted for, right? Because regardless of whether AP and AFC and Brooms and VPAT, regardless of whether they got a seat in Parliament, there are people that still voted for them that deserve to be represented. So all I'm asking is, can we at least get these parties to come together on a unite, to just meet? Can we get the leaders of this party to just meet and decide what are, even if you all just have to meet to decide, okay, this is what, like Patterson, you just suggested something, like you guys writing to these international committees, and each small party sign it, saying, well, we are going forward as a united front on this issue. We're going forward as a united front. We demand that an opposition leader must be appointed all the political parties sign off that contested the 2025 elections, sign off on the letter. That is presenting a unite. That is not working together or collating, but that is presenting a united front on issues that are currently facing us, because the PPP doing what they want and nobody doing anything, because they see that the opposition and the parliamentarians and these small parties are divided and they are loving it.
Melly, just I want to clear before I come off the air. I just want to say to all the viewers, the only reason for me was just trying for us to hold the call to where we started from. So I want your viewers and everybody to forgive me. And Dave, it's not about locking out. We start this call, and
Saying that we were
and
speak
Goldie
to
and
leader, the
Otto
one, the
was
leader.
there, and we took an agreement. Melissa and Judge and myself and Otto, we try for once to speak to the leaders. So David is not about anything else. So I was just, even when she was saying Terrence, I was just saying Norton, because I was just trying to hold the goalpost, because I know when you're on these live, people come in after and they don't understand what is going on, then they start an attack, and then we move into all sorts of different things. So this was just a quick sample of that. And so the viewers and all in the comment section, and to David Patterson, that is the reason, because even when Laurette speak, I said, man, don't speak unless the leader is there. And it was wonderful that we got Amanda. After that, I was making clarity, just to upbeat people who were driving, joining the live, what was the question asked, and what was the letter all about. So it is not to contradict, to take away, to abuse, to interject into anybody speaking. We were just, and Melissa, you know that. So please repeat and so on to the viewers so they understand why I was saying about the leaders, right? Coming out here. That's for the only reason.
Melissa, on the
Hello?
call also, I represent the common Guyanese, the regular day-to-day Guyanese. And I'm listening to everybody. Every leader that has spoken so far stressed the point that what is needed is coming together. No one, it's very hard for any one party to overthrow or clearly, right? So my question as a common man is, if everyone understands this, why Melissa have to do a live to ask the political leaders to if it's that's so to me, to the common man, it is coming across as if it's all talks, because if it was really intent behind it, this life would not have had to happen to begin with. So just some clarity in that.
And you're right. There are talks going on. May I remind all on the live too? Terence alluded to it. Amanza read what she sent out to have talks to deal with Parliament and all of that. But I think what it is, and you're right, Lauren, and the answer is because of the egos. Why is it not the broader? And I think within every space, whether Terence was, you understood what he was saying, they will have their own little shortcomings. And he too was saying, listen, I'm not speaking from the party standpoint. But in it all, the layman and the man, which is you and anybody else, like everybody else, it must be a coming together. And I think at least the leaders must hear that. And that is a big call. And you have sounded the alarm for many persons, if I get you right. We don't want to hear all the bull nonsense. Just that we come together and know what you're coming together for. Melly Mel said, we said come together for collate and say you left your party or not. But is there one issue, two issue, three issues that you could come together on in one thing, right? And I think that is a good start and that is a good place. I hear
We
Melissa.
need to present a united front. Like I said, look what is happening. The PPP are basically doing what they want and saying, y'all do what y'all want to do about it. We can do what we want. Who holding them accountable? If everybody sign one thing, putting out individual, who holding them accountable? If they're small parties and parliamentarians and the leaders of these opposition are not presenting a united front on certain issues.
I mean, look how long election passed. We have an opposition
Quick
leader.
question.
The PPP
Yeah.
decided not to swear him in, and yet everybody's going on as if it's business as usual. This should stir up aggression in every single opposition leader to say, had it been me, we would not have been comfortable. So we are all against this. If you sit back and allow this today, then what tomorrow going to look like? All today's silence is saying is that we can take whatever the PPP do we. And all the PPP head is, we can do what we want, who can stop we?
But Laura, you're right.
If I may,
Ben.
If I may speak, Laura, I'm not sure if I can, but if I may,
Yeah, go ahead.
almost all of the opposition parties, to the best of my knowledge, have indicated publicly, whether it is via letter, on a live, during an interview, that they are opposed to the position that the Speaker of the National Assembly has taken. And I do agree that we should do more as a collective as it relates to the leader of the opposition. Additionally, I also believe that the magnitude of the discussion that is needed for any form of unification has to take place around the round table, not in the public space, because of course we will have disagreement.
Yeah, Odessa, but the round table in meeting, y'all in meeting around the round table, we only talking in private behind the scene. So hence we have to take the public space and call y'all out publicly.
No. I understand what you're saying, but if you may allow me, and I'm not saying the call out is a problem, don't get me wrong, but I am saying that this has to now move from where it is currently to another space. And my only issue is with, let us say we decide we're going to meet tomorrow at 1:00. And Best, who is in charge, or there's the leader of VPAC, is unable to make that 1:00 meeting. However, he is able to send another representative. Are we therefore saying that we will exclude VPAC from the discussion in its entirety because the leader isn't present?
No, I don't think that is it. I think what they're saying is they want to hear if they are going to meet and the leader can't meet, then let's reschedule the meeting when the leader can show up to the meeting because we want to speak to the leader.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying that in terms of the leaders of these parties, in very many instances, these are extremely busy people. Terence travels a lot. You have a lot of things going on. Well, Terence is not the leader, sorry. Aubrey travels as well. What if that person isn't there? Are we therefore saying that we're not inclined to have a representative? Because no leader of any party can go into a space on all these matters and definitively make a decision as it relates to anything. They will still have to come back and to meet with the group and to have discussions with their respective groups. And then you meet again to say, you know what, this is the position of the party. Or are we saying only the position of the leader alone matters without engaging the party and without engaging their people to hear how they feel on these matters? So all I'm saying is, that there will have to be engagements with the leader of these parties as well as with their people, and then they will come back and we will settle on things. There are certain things you can settle on immediately. There is no if, buts, or maybes. The parties already know what their position is on those matters. And so they could definitively say yes to this, yes to that, without even having to go to consultation because they have already spoken with their party members or the executive of their party on these issues, so they can come back.
Odessa, a Zoom meeting, we get technology. A Zoom meeting can't exclude the leader of the party. If he can't make it, he can join via, if he's out of the country or in the country, he can join via Zoom. It's that easy.
And it's also what I'm
his physical presence is not the only thing. What if you're in a meeting? What if you have because this is
those are excuses. I sorry, but I really can't take that as a
I have a question.
Excuses for anybody, but I'm just making the point that if we're talking about inclusivity and unity in terms of parties, because there are things, there are engagements that people have that they may not be able to get out of based on the scheduled time.
Well, then we schedule a time when they can get out of whatever. If it's important enough, if meeting to decide on a country that people elected you to run and voted for you, if it's important enough, then they will make time to meet. They will make the time to meet. Because nothing can be more important than what the people of Guyana is going through, and they need your attention. Then if it's important enough, you will make the time.
That part.
You have to make the time as the leader of the opposition. You have to. I can't take them excuses. You have to make the time. If it's important enough to you.
I don't disagree that you have to make the time. I'm just trying to understand that if there is anything that that forbids, for example, as the Dean has court, if the time that everybody else is comfortable with minus he is that time, then what? We say we exclude somebody. I'm just trying to understand if
No,
this is the meeting.
I think she said reschedule.
We
Yeah.
not, I understand. I
And
understand.
I think what the people
And
are saying,
Melissa,
they want the leader to meet with the other leader. It is time. We want the leader. We don't want to send a representative. We want to send the PR person. We need the leader to have discussion with the other leaders. If he wants the second in charge to come with him, it's fine. If everybody else wants to bring the second in charge and they want to have this meeting, that is perfectly okay. But they need to hear from the leader. They need the leaders to come together. They want to hear from the leader. This is not a matter of.
I understand and I
Mhm.
don't disagree, but I was just trying to understand in its entirety what we're looking at. And I have no qualms with it whatsoever. Azadine has made himself available for meetings with other leaders and members of other political parties. In the past, I don't foresee him not making himself available for any meeting of any sort.
In the future. Well, that's what we want here. We want to know that that's what basically we ask. We want to know that they're actually at least willing to meet to have a discussion on what they're going to present a united front with while still trying to maintain their individual. Because we are like Terrence said, everybody it comes 2030, everybody going up with their own political party. So at the same time, they still want to maintain do the own work, do the own thing and stuff.
Melissa, he said, Melissa, Dr. Campbell said, he said maybe, but he said
Mhm.
2020. The only how we see the PUP being dethroned is by, a broader coalition. So
Uh-huh.
or don't let me use the word coalition, but Melissa, thanks for answering the question because, it's also frustrating. And that's why just now, even with Terrence, he ain't got to come around and say, speak from a personal standpoint. But it's very, very important, the point that you've made. When people go there and vote, many times they vote for the leader, the person. And none of us, we can't be too busy. I think it's big people. You can't make it like you say, you fix the next date. You can't be too busy because when we go there at election times and on the campaign, we don't say that's how we're going to be busy.
You have the
We
leader of
say,
the presumptive leader here. We don't have. I think
All right, good morning. So I finally was able to get the leader of the opposition here. Asadin Mohammed, he's on the call. As I don't know if you've been tuning in, I don't know if you've heard, but this is just something random. Sorry for not giving nobody a heads up. But we have been trying to get all the leaders of the opposition party to come on a call and to have a discussion as to why is it basically what we're trying to do, what people have been asking is why is it that the leaders of all these small parties and the opposition, which means this is Doreen Best for VPAT. Amanda was on the call earlier. Amanda said she is willing and she's ready to work. The Honorable David Patterson, he basically said the same thing. Simona Brooms is on the live and she said the same thing. I think the problem is everybody is reaching out to somebody else but excluding one party. Then this party can invite two parties, exclude the other two. But what we're saying, when is it all the parties are going to come together? Because the PPM behaving nice right now in Guyana. We're currently living in a dictatorship. When is it Azadine Mohammed, Darwin Bess, David Patterson, Simona Brooms, Amanza Waltron, and Aubrey Norton or Terence Campbell? I forgive me. I know how the dynamic. So Odessa just correct me that technically Terence Campbell is not. Well, I don't know, but whichever what slash. When is it yourself, Azadine Mohammed, Doreen Bess, the Honorable David Patterson, Aubrey Norton, Simona Brooms, and Amanza Waldron are going to come to the round table to discuss a way forward and representing Guyanese, the Guyanese that voted for y'all, how much ever people, when are y'all going to decide on meeting at the round table and having this discussion? Because we cannot go, I mean, talking about 2023 and what is going to happen with a grand coalition. We ain't talking about a coalition or anything. But when is this discussion going to happen? Who is going to make the first move? Who is going to write the letter inviting everybody to a meeting? Who is going to pick up the phone and call each other? Look, me, I get everybody number in my phone. Who is going to put everybody in a group call like this and say it's time to meet? Let's meet. Let me add Norton to this call. Hold on. Somebody add Norton to the call for me. David Patterson, you're on. If you can add in Doran Best, if you can just add Norton to the call. Let me try to add him too. Whoever first can do it for me without me coming out of the call.
He's allowed.
How are you doing?
Okay, thank you.
So you see what's Melissa, and good morning, folks, all again. So, so I see that you're hoping the challenges. You hear just the question of saying who can talk. It's a challenge, but as I'm saying, this is we have to approach this in a wider, broader perspective. I know right now.
Yeah, but I understand the challenge is not just about who can talk. I understand Simona Broom's point, and I understand what Odessa is also saying. I understand both points. Yeah.
But you mean it's just a question? You mean I see no harm?
Mm-hmm. No, I know, but I understand both. I understand both points. Mm-hmm.
Everyone who's interested, political parties, civil societies, individual advocates, whatsoever.
We are calling Norton. Hopefully, he comes on the call.
Is the leader win on the call?
All right. Yeah, Asadine Mohammed is on the call. Good morning, Asadine.
Allow him to speak.
Hi. Good day, everyone.
Good morning. So we are on the live, just letting you know we're live on Facebook, and this is the discussion that we're having right now.
Yes, so basically the issue is the government, the president and the vice president, they have Mansour Nadir like a puppet, the Speaker of the House. He is a stooge of the PPP, right? This is a dictatorship government we're living under. They don't want to convene the meeting. I wouldn't say Mr. Mansour Nadir, I would say the president and vice president. They don't want to convene the meeting so that the non-governmental members can elect the leader of the opposition. I know for sure when that time comes, we will get the support from Mr. Mansour and the APNU because there is only one presumptive leader of the opposition presently. We have the most seats. So even if they vote against me, we still have more seats than the APNU and the Amanza's party. And I saw they wrote letters in support of me. But the problem is we need to get the Speaker of the House to convene the meeting so that we can elect the leader of the opposition.
So again, let me ask you this as when is it fine? I think Odessa made that point. I think Doran Best made that point. Patterson made that point. Simona Brooms as well made that point. That they have, Amanza made that point too. That they have written letter and they have stated publicly that they're calling on the Speaker of Mansour Nadir to call Parliament so that they can elect an opposition leader. However, we are asked, basically what we want to know is if you, Asadine Mohammed, I should have made the question shorter. When are you, Asadine Mohammed, willing to meet with Doran Best, David Patterson, Aubrey Norton, Terence Campbell, Simona Brooms, and Amanza Waltron to discuss a way forward? Because writing letter demanding in working right now. Are you willing to meet with them are you willing to facilitate a meeting with the rest of the opposition members to discuss a way forward or how we all going to work together moving forward as it relates, not a coalition. We're not asking you to collate with the APD or form a coalition.
No, I understand, yeah.
But when are you willing to meet to have this discussion?
No, you can get them now and I could meet in 5 minutes after this call.
Well, some of them are, you see. Well, that's what Odessa was saying too. That's why I said I understand Odessa's point as well, because Odessa was saying. So Simona Brooms is out. I know for a fact Simona Brooms is here in the US right now. So she won't be able to meet it. Amanza is in transit now, about to get on a plane, so she won't be able to meet.
But he's willing in the future.
But he's willing to meet.
Yeah, I meet with any and everyone. So I can meet now. I'm available now. I can meet next minute.
Okay, so we can't set the meeting from next minute like Odessa have been saying. But can we hold, what about sometime next week?
We can meet anytime.
So you're available at any time?
Yeah.
So you hear? The opposition leader said he is available at every time. So Honorable David Patterson, Doran Best, Simona Brooms, Terence Campbell, Aubrey Norton, he said he's available to meet at any time.
Melissa, can you let them know that from the common man's perspective, it seems as though it's a lot of ego. So when they meet, hopefully all egos are stripped so that
And
a
all
way
egos
could
are
be
set aside. We
painted
have a
to
problem y'all had
overthrow
in
the
the past.
PPP.
Who say what about who do this, who do that? When y'all go through the door for the meeting, put all of that aside, and this is what we're doing going forward. This is the presented front that we're
I am prepared to sit publicly. I am prepared to meet with everyone and put all what was said aside and put Guyana first to work with all of the opposition.
Simona Brooms, do I?
At any time.
David Patterson. Honorable David Patterson.
I thought I started off by saying that it's all exciting thing. I thought that we should have a elective thing. And I thought that's an indication from, I mean, someone that came on. You know, I mean, but we will see. I mean, we will meet.
We will meet. Okay. So you're willing. So Simona Brooms. Hello, Simona Brooms.
Hi. I was far from the phone. Yeah, Melissa.
Sorry. So everybody else here is giving the go ahead. Well, Amanda was on audio. She said she's willing to meet. So basically everybody said the Honorable David Patson, he represents AFC. Azuddin Mohammed here, he's here for WIN. Darwin Best is here for VPAT. Simona Brooms, you are here for ALP. Amanda Support Guyana Movement. Everybody is saying that they are willing to meet. We just want to hear from you publicly confirming that yes, you are willing to meet.
Well, like I said, I was one of the first persons, and yes, I answered that. But I said earlier too that even while that is on the board, I don't know if it's for me to ask for a request also this matter that is taking place with Venezuela, airspace shutting down and all of that. You have some of the giant planes, how they're available. It would
how they are available, but you can meet, you can do it via Zoom if that's the case.
That is the point I was just going to tell you. You said I'm not there, but technology. And,
Good. You see, Simone is even willing to meet via Zoom.
Technology. You know, once you got internet, you got connection.
Somebody add Norton. Let me see if I get Aubrey Norton here again. Add any again. Add any Guyana number, the US number. It's ringing, but it's not.
Yeah, because we need to. It's time the people of this country, throughout all 10 regions, we need to stand up and speak out against this dictatorship government.
I agree.
Hold on, let me get, all right. So let me see if I can get back Terran since I'm not giving Aubrey just to jump.
Terrence can't make the decision. He said it earlier that he's speaking personally. Please get it from Aubrey.
Aubrey, we need to get the go ahead to meet from Aubrey.
And we have the leader here. You hear what Mr. Mohammed is saying. So please send what's his name a message. Even if we off the live, you could still send him a message. And
yeah, it's time.
All right, so we need Aubrey. We need Aubrey agreement. He's still well, technically yes, he's still.
But we have a start. You have a start.
We have a start here, Brooms. We get 5. We're good.
So let the perfect be the enemy of the good. You are unable to, for whatever reason, I do assume because you can't get Mr. Norton. That's okay. The start is good. So therefore, let's work with what we have and move forward.
So
opposed to being stalled because you haven't gotten the perfect response immediately.
So what I will do, I will try to when I come out this live, I will continuously try to make contact with Aubrey Norton. And for those of you who are wondering, oh, but you didn't think, yes, me and Aubrey Norton, we've spoken after all the back and forth on Facebook. I've had a conversation with him. We did speak. Terrence Campbell facilitated that conversation between us. You know, I explained my point, he explained his, and we, you know, we have agreed to let bygones be bygones. So yes, I did speak with Aubrey Norton outside of all of the back and forth. So yes, I will try to reach out to him personally after I come off the live, and hopefully he agrees to this meeting, whether it's virtually or in person, and we can get this done, because we cannot sit back. We cannot sit back and allow the PPP to continue to behave and do it. We can't allow it. We cannot allow them to continue to do this. And they love the fact that the parties are divided, so that is why they continue to do what they're doing. So
Mm-hmm.
I must say, Honorable David Patson, thank you very, very much. I appreciate the best. Mohammed, I appreciate you even just coming and giving and agreeing to say something, because I didn't give anybody a heads up. Y'all could have cost me. Y'all didn't. Y'all agreed to come on. Y'all agreed to have this very important conversation. I will hope that this live will stay up so that thousands of Guyanese can see that we have come to an agreement here today. It's a way forward. It's
A
we
movement.
take a step forward, and hopefully I'm praying and hoping that I can know that's all I could do right now. Pray and hope that this is a start of something. This is a start of a movement, of a fight, whatever we want to call it. And I'm hoping that this works, and we hopefully by next week or sometime we could start seeing a united front, or I don't say united front, but a united movement for the people of Guyana.
Melly, may I have one question?
Yes,
I have
please.
one for all the leaders. Then, when you say united front, the leaders need to start uniting their
on on
supporters
partic on
first.
particular on particular issues. United and coalition is two different
Right.
things. We're not asking for a coalition. We're asking
Right.
them for them to present a united front on issues that are very much concerning to all Guyanese. And the first thing, yeah, yeah.
I love that. But then if we don't have the supporters can support each other despite of what political party, because if they could come here and they could be tearing down other leaders and cussing other leaders all because they say something or doesn't
Mhm.
they don't agree with, can we can start say, hey, let me jump up and do a big unite, because you understand me. Then on the other hand, the PPP is going to start, as the what they're doing already in Guyana. They start
Mhm.
buying everybody, as you rightfully said earlier. They're buying everybody. So if the people of Guyana, the leaders can come together, that's beautiful. But it's the people to unite them and bring them together. That's what we
Well, that
want
is
in.
true. But that is true, George. But first, let's start with the leaders. At
Yeah,
least let's
yeah.
start with the leaders. They will set the example, and then in that case, then I said, then it's the responsibility, and any one of the leader in this life can correct me if I'm wrong. Then it's the responsibility of activists like myself and others with huge social media platform to present and promote this united front as well, because we don't just have a huge platform or a big platform for just having its sake. There's responsibility that comes, and if we as social media personality, influencers, activists, whatever it is y'all want to call us, if we have a huge platform and we have influence over others, then we as well need to present a united front. We as well need to promote and educate our followers and the people that are looking up to us as to why it's important for us to present a united front regardless of our political differences.
But
Yeah,
you know,
and also, Melly Mel, I want to see political leaders calling out on their supporters also. Because if you're talking about ego, not every time you say something about PNC, somebody else is ready for cuss you out. Now you say something, yes, everybody want to say what they want to say, but
Well,
then
that
this
is
is
the
the
thing. That is
thing.
politics. We're going to always agree to disagree. You can. That's not a
But
problem
then,
that we
but
can
then, Melly
fix
Mel,
today,
how can you
tomorrow, the
bring?
next day.
How the leaders can actually bring everybody to say yes, we're gonna have this unite front. How they
Mhm.
can do it? Because the supporters, oh, me and like she, and me and like you, and me and like you. Because we could have a unite front. We could have a unite front. A unite front should have been there from the beginning. But I was saying, everybody and the supporters have a different ego among people. They cuss people out. Oh, I don't like you, and I don't think you should do this with you, and I don't think you should do that with you. So there's what we're talking about. Is it disrespect?
um, I mean, Judge, I hear both of you, and let me say, even for this morning, a lot of time people talk about they want to have broader just conversations publicly. Sometimes a live is going on and people join the live after. Look, for
Mhm.
example, this morning, and you're making a point or you're trying to hold to clarity. You hearing me? You guys?
Yeah, I'm hearing
Yeah.
you.
And you're holding now for clarity and to keep the persons who might now jump on aligned to the conversation. Then also, the people of themselves sometimes jump on. And like Judge is making the point, people believe that the only way is just jump or they cost down this body and this and that and that. That is not, indeed, it's not helpful. It's not helpful to any growth. It's not helpful to your leader. It's not helpful to the country. You understand? Because if you are alive and you just allow people to run with whatever without even giving them clarity, then why have the conversation? Why have the conversation?
Well,
Right?
Simona Brooms and everybody on else on this live, I will not even. I'm a very straight up person, and I'm not even going to say I am one of those persons. I am one of those persons who, from time to time, will call out bullshit and cuss people and all kind of thing. So I don't feel I'm the best person to be judging in a position like this. Me in sanctioning in this, I am sitting from a position that I cannot speak from the position that I am sitting on because y'all know how I be sometimes. So I ain't even sanctioning in this conversation, Judge, but I understand where you're coming from. I just really can't, really can't. And I'm going to give you an example in the case with Lauret, in the case with, what's his name that does was ring the bell was Sherrod, in the case of Sherrod Duncan and Odessa with the whole parliament thing and calling her out her name. And so I came on the internet and I called Sherrod out. I love Sherrod. I still love Sherrod. Sherrod is still my brother, but I can call you out publicly if I think that, this is not what you should be doing. I can call you out publicly whether Sherrod decide to talk to me or not again. Me really care. I don't call you out. I don't say how I feel. You say how you feel. We done. You want to carry the grudge over. I still love you as my brother. We still in the same fight. We still fighting for the same thing. But I just can't. Sometimes I just can't, I mean, yeah, and I know, and it's kind of a little hypocritical too, because I'm just speaking about using your platform to promote a united front and them thing, and then I'm still talking about what I did in the past. But it's kind of a little ticklish, it's a little ticklish situation for me, and sometimes you gotta understand, I've been doing this for a very long time, and it's frustrated, and I'm tired, and I just want leaders and other parliamentarians to pick up the mantle and present the united front, fight for the people, move on.
All right. Well, like everybody,
I want to say,
um,
Minister,
Uh-huh.
sorry, I have to leave now.
Okay, that is fine. We already heard from you. And like again, I said, from the bottom of my heart, and I'm sure everybody else on this live, thank you very much, Honorable David Patterson. I appreciate you. Thank you for doing this. Thank you, thank you. I can't say thank enough. Thank you for doing this. Thank you for even,
Welcome and good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, viewers, and let's see where we go from here.
I pray for your auntie. That is it.
I
Okay,
mean,
thank you.
okay, David. I saw one in the somebody in the comment section saying that they see that it could be
All right, wait, all right. Brooms, hold on. Odessa, you were saying something?
oh man, I ain't see who on.
Saying that since the leader is here, I would take my exit. But I wanted to say that I appreciate this being able to speak on this forum, and I also believe that a WhatsApp group should be formed so that a time, date, and place, or if it is going to be done via Zoom, could be decided upon among
excellent suggestion. Do we need excuse me, but do we need a mediator within this group, or could we trust the six leaders to just be in this group and just set this meeting? So when things fall out, we come back and say this one is said on, the one said on, the one said on. We ain't want no.
Melly, these are big people and leaders.
Yeah, let's take man. Yeah, let's take people, man.
No, we need a mediator for. Wait,
You,
we don't need a
as I
mediator
suggest,
for what?
as the opposition leader in waiting, I suggest you form this group. That is it, and y'all go from there.
Yes.
Story done. Y'all don't need me. Y'all don't need Odessa. Y'all don't need nobody else. As more, y'all get one another number. Form the group.
No,
Odessa, excellent suggestion. That is exactly yes.
Odessa, Melly, Judge. You think if Asa didn't want to get on to me, you could mediate?
Exactly.
No.
One another.
That's back up yourself, Lil. It's Asa didn't upon the call, Somebody said the senior Odessa can't read. Odessa got a right to speak. Odessa's my sister's daughter, but Odessa got a right to say speak. Somebody in the phone don't understand. You have to have respect for people in their space. But honesty gotta come. If you got to disagree and agree, I don't see there's a problem. And so there's when I was talking about, so if you got to disagree, I'm one of the person I'm going to tell you. It mean you got to agree with me. But I think what Judge was trying to talk about is...
Me getting any problem neither. They disagree to agree them, they know one another.
If I got tell her that's something, she got back up herself same way. I mean, what is it? People believe like I don't know, and I don't know what politics or anything, Guyana, like everything. I mean, you must, if you disagree, and to agree. But I don't believe as leaders, you have leaders here and want mediators to
Well,
just
this was
come.
well true.
We must have truth. If we come into the Guyanese people and to the world, we got the truth start with us.
Mm-hmm.
It's a simple. And then you take it from
No
there.
problem, no problem.
All right, when you come off this call in Darwin Best, I suggest that as the Mohammed, you create a
I
what?
think the meeting should be in personal. You know,
I
we should all be in the same room, not on Zoom. At least the first meeting. If people want to see, like, no phones are allowed, whatever the rules are, the meeting should be in the same room. Hash it out, and then we find a way forward.
well
All right, now.
well
Melissa, I'm about to take my exit. Thank you very much for having me on the call. I'm sure when the group is formed and all the leaders are there, they could decide how they want to meet, where they want to meet, who they want to meet with.
mhm.
That is to be had within the group. Thank you very much. Do have a blessed rest of the day, and I take my leave. Thank you guys very much.
Mhm.
I appreciate you. Have a good day and a happy New Year to everybody here. Bye
Okay.
bye.
So as and Darwin is still on the call. So Simona said something. I'm about to end this live now. I'm supposed to start cooking now. It's 12 o'clock already. So like no food. The
And
food
I don't really there for dinner.
you're already there for dinner.
I don't
So
eat late. I'm
I
not
got to
eating
worry
late.
this spot in 1 hour now.
I don't eat late. I never tell you to be
No
on the
problem.
live. I never tell you to
We
be out
didn't
there.
I didn't
If
Happy
Judge,
New Year to everyone, and may God bless
Azadine
you and keep
again.
you guys safe.
Thank all of you for joining Darwin Best.
no, Melly, as it speaking.
Who you said us?
So I said to everyone on the live, including you, I appreciate you, all you have done for the Guyanese people, being the voice for the voiceless.
Thank you.
I know the victimization out there. I'm experiencing it for years. I know what you're going through. Keep on fighting for the people. I
I
appreciate
will, as
you.
long as y'all continue to fight with me. I could only fight if y'all fight with me. I can't fight this fight alone. I need all y'all. I need everybody that was on this live. Everybody agreed to meet Simona Brooms. Everybody. I can't fight alone. I can't do it alone.
No problem. Well, you don't have to worry. I will fight with my last breath. You know this too. You know I'm a fighter. I don't back down. To everyone on the live, Happy New Year, and I love you all. Thank you for the support, and may God bless you and keep you safe.
All right. Darwin, anything before you go?
Happy New Year to everyone. Looking forward to continue fighting for the Guyanese people. And like as would have just said, Melly, continue what you're doing. You've been standing up. You've been facing a lot of victimization because of what you've been doing. And I don't feel no one should be victimized for exposing what the truth is. When someone enters into a public office as a government minister, a president, they should acknowledge and understand that space allows you to be criticized and to be viewed in the public. So no one should be victimized. So we will continue to stand with you, and I hope that everything that was agreed to today becomes a reality where we can all stand together and fight for all of Guyana. Thank you.
All right, then. Thank you. Simona,
Yeah.
anything before we go?
Let me thank also not only yourself but Judge. And there are other persons, but I want to because the two of you on this call, and Judge was a part of this whole call. We fight for this call for this morning, and then Judge just sit down there like innocent, like a pity poor boy, right? And Judge was one of the spokes. All of you pushing the fire over there.
All of we, that's what I say. Real thing.
Let me thank you, Melly. Let me thank Judge because a lot of times, and don't get me wrong, people must have their different opinions and all of that. I am going to repeat everything, regardless of how people view and everything. It's not the first time I'm saying that I'll be here for Guyanese and Guyanese in truth, right? In truth. I'm not going to, even if it pleases or people see or want what is not truth. And I think that is a good place for us as a place and as a people.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you're there and it's truth, people comfortable. You can get growth, we can get solutions, and things will happen.
Things will happen.
I think sometimes it's not really a magic thing. Of course, it's different people, it's different personalities. And I think it is good when you have challenges. It's just how you deal with it. So I don't believe in meeting and you talk with people, and since you're here, we want to hear you run out there, you're crying like a crybaby. It's okay. It's okay, and it's leadership, it's politics, it's a country, it's a nation, and all of that. But once you can hold the truth, hey, this is a bigger picture, which is the people in Guyana. It will work. I don't like to say you come off the call and then you're gonna go on here and you're gone there, because I hold to the Bible. Will come out your mouth. So anything that is truth and better for Guyana, I love it. I am here. The only reason I'm in the political space is to be and to maintain that voice and the voice of truth. And truth is not when if somebody like my voice or they accept it. So I want to thank Judge, and I want to thank you, and I thank also the viewers, because we have some people who might not comment, nor might not be
But they are listening.
but they are listening, and they too in their own space will start to make and do things also. Because I believe if it's one thing in common we all got, is we want to see that good change for all Guyana and Guyanese people. And so to the viewers, even those that are silent, I want to thank you for your contributions, and how you've been doing things. And you're right, sometimes to navigate in silence it's better. Like Melly said, don't get into the personalities and so forth on Facebook, and there's a lot of fake out here sometimes. But thank you. We thank the persons. That's all I would really want to say generally. And I think at a time like this, most important thing that all of us we should look at coming together on, like I said earlier, is this situation that is taking place with Venezuela, and how we are affected. Because we could do and say so many different things, but this matter here is one that it's beyond us. And I would hope that we pay attention, and we come together and meet and have not only discussions. I too am going to write the government again, as soon as I return home, like I do. Not only at the beginning, I'll write the government to meet on national issues, because the government is the government, and I don't think they should be allowed to do, not by me writing or bringing things to them. They have to meet with me, but sometimes even if they implement it, once people benefit from it,
Want
they
it
could
to
own it.
benefit.
They could own it. But once people benefit from it, Guyanese to deal with poverty, to deal with the rights of workers, to deal with your housing plights, to deal with all sorts of things. The government is there holding a responsibility with all its state and its asset. And like I said, I'm going to write them again to continue to seek to engage with them, to ensure that a lot of these problems that you see we talking about and facing, to see. My idea is when the blueprint is not writing solution and give them. Somebody said, don't take it the thief and copy. No, 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 no. One's benefit. One's Guyanese benefit. And so we on that mission here. In the LP, I don't have to say what I have done, and people know me. But
So thank you, Simona Brooms again. Like myself, you've been in this fight for a long time. You've been in this fight before me. I grew up hearing about Simona Brooms and human trafficking and being awarded and all these things. So for a fact you are one of those persons that I've always looked up to. I've always think, and I know for a fact that you are one of those persons that I can say have genuinely had my back throughout everything that I've been through and I've been going through under the PPP. You've genuinely had my back, and I must say this publicly. Simona Brooms is a real one. She has genuinely always had my back. For that, I could never, ever, ever be ungrateful. I will always appreciate you. I will always, I just come on me live and tell you, I don't care who don't like share. No Simona Broom slander will be allowed. Not on me page, not on my book, not in my presence. for that, I must say, thank you. I ain't even forgot to tell them the amount of things that you do behind the scene and all of that. Don't worry, enough of them will just come here and make Facebook, write Facebook status and them kind of thing. When it's time for go to battle, there's only a few that is actually go to battle for you. And Simona Brooms is one of those person that actually went to battle for me. I can tell you that. So for that, I'm forever grateful. Lord, I'm going to add you for you to say your goodbye, and then I'm going to come out this live and go cook the woman fish curry.
Judge, say goodbye.
Judge Boo Boo.
I'm the
Where
judge.
you going?
Me, no?
Simona? Lorette?
Somebody said Judge Vex.
Which judge?
Nah, Judge no vex. Judge must be going and do something. Lorette, you want to say something before we go?
No, I really, 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 really want to say it was when I come on, I did not expect the life to take the turn it did. And I'm honestly speaking honored to have been a part of this or just even listening. And I really, really, really hope that this live sparked a movement in our nation's history and one that people will remember for a long time, especially those who are tired of victimization, people who are tired of feeling like a small man that nobody knows. Not when our country has the largest booming economy, not when we're making 10 million US dollars per day and we still got homeless and homeless mothers and children that wish they had somebody to provide for them. You know what I mean? I really hope we come to a place where we could see our politicians behaving as though they're public servants and they have people who have voted them in there to defend their interests also and not just their own. And I truly am saying this because I am tired of my friends saying to me, man, Lord, man, what you want me to do? If me go for the people, who take care of me family? A lot of people don't genuinely care about supporting the PPP, but they feel as though no one else is looking out for their interests. So they have to go where they believe the money is coming from. But I'm saying we have enough money in our nation. We have enough money to say nobody ain't got to bow to nobody. Nobody ain't got to play second fiddle. Nobody ain't got to bend over backwards. You could be a citizen who is able to criticize and call on your government and call out your government when they're here. And that should not stop you from elevating your career or being victimized in these things. You know what I'm saying? So I trust that this live really sparked the change that is necessary. So Melly, thank you again for this live. And I just honestly want to say publicly, Melly, please have a talk with my friends then. You know I love you bad, bad, bad. Please have a talk with my friends then. You just say you're working on yourself. You just said out. You just said out.
Yeah, but Loretta also said if you saw my post, my some of my New Year's posts, I also said that I really don't want to talk name in 2026. Hence the reason for me calling all the opposition leader and getting them on one cap. Me never talk Terrence name and talk Mohammed name and talk Amanda name and talk Broom's name. No, let all of we talk together. I never talk name for this new season. I will call out the I will I can promise, I mean, and I understand, Loretta, I sense you want to say something, but you really can't say it when you say genuinely some of your friends don't want to support the PvP, but they don't have a choice because where the next meal coming from and what, you understand? But Laura, the truth is some of them did have a choice. Some of them had choices. They could have, some of them got choices, but they want easy money. So I don't really see that as an excuse. But however, from speaking from a place of understanding, I understand where you're coming from, and I will try my best, because I love you, Lorette. We've had our differences, we work it out, but I will try my best to, I can't say stop, but curb how I approach the situation in the future. Is that good
I love
enough?
that. Yes, I love that. It's a start.
Okay. It's a
It's a
start.
start.
We ain't going by Sheriff January 17 though. Not another if it was another venue, I could have said, man, yeah, go out and take 2 beers. But we ain't going by Sheriff. Me supporting no racist, me supporting nobody that has no respect for black people, me supporting nobody that victimize people, me supporting nobody that don't pay the war cause. I can't be fighting for poor people. I'm going to put money in sheriff pocket when he ain't even pay any security guards. And I can't promote the man. Oh man, you asking me to be untrue to myself.
So if we gotta change venue, we can get support.
Change the venue and I could do something.
Okay.
I ain't able to lie to you. Simone Brooms, I love you bad. I'm gonna start cook your food.
Yeah, I love some more music. Melly, see if you, before you come out the light, see if you can do a thing on when you're done the curry, freeze it and send something to Hawaii in the 2 day shipping. Huh?
How about you come to New York?
I'm coming, I'm coming. Wait, hold on, Melly. Look, you inspired me, Melly. Look.
Wait,
Facebook might not understand this, but Melly and the TikTok is gonna understand it.
where's the yeah,
Melly was
Lauren,
gonna
Lauren,
enjoy the rest
Lauren,
of your Sunday.
Lauren. And speaking about, we telling leaders what common group call and all kind of thing. Me, you, and the people that I mentioned, we need to get our own group call because we need to sort out this girlfriend expo thing that we were speaking, this project that we are speaking about.
I will set it up. I will set it up.
Okay. Thank you, my love. So let's
No
start.
problem.
So thank you
All right.
everybody for joining us. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. I'm gonna keep y'all updated on this meeting. Can hear now. Then I'm gonna bluff we can hold them accountable. All 2000 that we here. We keeping up to date. I'm gonna leave up this live. I'm gonna download it and load it again so that it's here. I'm gonna stick it to the top of my page, tag a friend and everybody else that need to watch this live and see that all these the leaders of this party agreed to meet and agreed to work moving forward, at least for 2026, in the best interest of all Guyanese. Right? I love y'all.
Melly,
I think I
just
don't tell y'all
before we
Happy New
go,
Year's. I don't cry up and son tell y'all thanks for the support throughout the years. And not just Simona Brooms. Y'all really had my back too. When I get locked up, y'all showed up and showed out for me. I'll know y'all pay my lawyer fee. When I end that I take the $30,000 from Mohammed to pay my lawyer fee. Me had to take 30,000 from Mohammed to pay me lawyer fee. That GoFundMe paid cleared my entire lawyer fees. So we know for sure that that's a lie. So I don't even have to come out here and explain this and tell y'all this. But for everybody that donated, I didn't like the 592 paid my lawyer fee, literally did. So I must say thank you guys. I appreciate it. Y'all pay for my bill. Y'all showed up and showed out. And for that, I will forever be grateful. I didn't know I had so much support and so much people love me until I reached in the problem with ICE and ICE hold me. While they were hate and they're always going to be haters, I have never seen that level of outpouring of love for me from the people that so from that made me realize I talking and I want to cry that everything that I did for the last 5 years for people, for even to the ones that were ungrateful, that made me realize that people really and truly used to listen to me. They heard me and they supported me. And I can't begin to say how much I appreciate that. I love y'all. I will continue to fight for y'all. I will continue to bat for y'all. We're going to fight, but forever I'm going to be here. Right, Lauren? All right, I'm coming up. Yeah, get me
Melly,
crying.
one quick second with you cry yourself. Listen, it's okay. And as the kids are coming from a genuine place. You want to
No,
tell them about the
honestly.
girl? You want to tell them about the girlfriend expo?
So Girlfriend Expo, let me tell you what we're going to do. So y'all know I keep Girlfriend Expo in Guyana. Obviously, I can't keep it in Guyana, but I keeping it here in New York. We want Guyanese to come out. So myself, Laurel, I don't want to name the other people yet because they haven't given me the okay and they haven't say yes to what we want to do. But it's going to be a panel of your favorite influencers and media personality, and we are going to be there answering questions. We're going to be doing a brunch. We are going to be talking all your favorite topics, all the things we've done TikTok and here skinny with teeth. We're going to do it, but we're going to do it in person where you get to meet us, where we can be real, where we can have a drink, where we can eat, where we can socialize and we can meet others. So look out for Girlfriend Expo 2026. But it says Girlfriend Expo, but it's not just Girlfriend Expo, but it's just something that you might want to bring your girlfriend to if you're in New York or New Jersey. You have to travel from New Jersey. I can make arrangement for transportation if that is possible for those of you who want to come from New Jersey, and we are going to have a grand time. Okay?
Yes.
So tell a
Yes.
friend to tell a friend. I can get back to y'all with a date when y'all could dress up nice in y'all outfit and we can do it thing. Okay?
Yeah.
All right.
It's like a podcast live.
It's like a podcast, yes, but in person.
Nice, nice.
So we're gonna
All
see
right.
y'all. All right, so bye guys. Take care. We can do another live and keep you guys updated. Let me just pray for them, for the leaders. Them. Let me just pray that they come together and they do the thing. They do the thing. Let it do the thing for we, and not just for us, but for those of us that has family back home that is depending on us to fight for them. That is depending on us to speak for them because they can't speak. So we that living overseas, hey, we got to talk. We got to bring out certain issues. We got to do certain things. You know, we're gonna give you guys a date, or at least all y'all that want travel down for it. Y'all make it a girls trip, and y'all travel from DC, y'all travel from Connecticut, y'all travel from Virginia, y'all travel from DC, y'all travel from wherever, from Jersey, wherever, y'all just come to the Girlfriend Expo. Serious, I will put out a date soon, but all are invited. If you could travel up from Guyana and come up for it, then do so. All are welcome. We appreciate y'all. We want to see y'all. Yeah. Okay, bye-bye. I'm gonna cook Simone of moon fish curry now. Have a good day, people.